Hello everyone, good evening, happy Thursday to you all. I hope you're all having a great evening. We are going to kick off tonight with some Dynamax adventure raids. If you want to join in, code is on the screen right now, code's on the overlay. Hop in on Sword or Shield, we're going after Zygarde. Do a little bit of shiny hunting before we get into the raid. The timer for when the raid goes live is on the overlay, so we've got like an hour to do a bit of resetting for Registeel and then the Zygarde as well. We might get lucky with some of them, but I'll start the invitation for this one and then I'll jump into chat. How are we all doing, chat? How are we all doing? Atomic Hawk, Muffin, Lumpy, how are you? Nathan, Mighty, hope you're all good. Phoenix, Alexis, and Angel, how are you doing? Nigel, good evening to you as well. I see there's lots of talk in the chat about tequila. Lumpy, got all the plans for tonight, my friend. I hope you're having a good one, however long you can stick around. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Riley, Aki, Ronald, MT Belly, hope you're good. Birdie TV, hope you're all doing great. We've already got John joining us. Thank you so much for hopping in, John. We've got 3 minutes to start this, so we'll give, if we should fill up, yeah. John, I'm good, my friend. I hope you're having a great start to, well, a great Thursday. I feel like I'm in like early stream mode where we've been doing the Nuzlocke. I'm not quite there. We need to reset. It's later tonight. So Dilly Fries, how you doing? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm looking forward to the Empoleon raid tonight. How's the Leaf Green Nuzlocke gone? It's going good, mate. We had some casualties today, which was very sad. We lost our Snorlax to a Destiny Bond in Ghastly after spending so much money and not that much time, but we hit like 3 or 4 jackpots in the game corner to purchase Shadow Ball for Snorlax, and everything was set up to go in against Sabrina so well. And then Ghastly popped up with a Destiny Bond and Snorlax was gone just like that. Poof, gone. So we've had Snorlax, we've had Venusaur drop today, which has been a bit sad, and we also had Debbie, which we all have very fond memories of from earlier in the playthrough. But other than that, it's Cinnabar Island. Things are looking good. We've got a little bit of leveling up to go, 2 gym badges to go, and then on to the Elite Four. So first run, it's looking pretty decent. We got 50 seconds. We should start with some resets for the Reggie while we're doing this, while we're waiting for John. I'm ready. But I don't know if I give people enough time to hop in with it. But we've done 400 resets on the Reggie. That's crazy. I'm gonna try Metagross with Heavy Slam for Empoleon raid. It's a good shout. I like that a lot. Yeah, because a lot of Metagross really resists like pretty much everything that that Empoleon can throw out at it, you know, especially if you've got a little bit of support from a Stunny Day support. John, it's me, new solo. John, this is it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Solo. We're soloing the raid together. Right, can me and John get some luck? What we're gonna choose? What have we got options for? Against the Zygarde. I'll start with the best of the rest, I guess. How do I beat the Penguin? I think Bronzong's going to do a job against it, but I think there's so many options because of its ice typing. It makes it like, you know, one of those typings that a lot of different Pokemon can do a good job against it. I think the competitive is going to be a bit of an issue, but we can work around that. Like, might just turn out to be Iron Hands or something like an Eyelip that might be just a better option, you know. No shiny yet. Right, which route is going to be best? Have we got any wide guard user along the route? Doesn't look like it. This might be rough. We could go for that NPC there on the normal side. I'll choose Psychic. We'll go that way. We'll see if this is the way. I'm gonna run the dupe glitch for a few hours tonight, then update for the bird. That's not a bad idea, Lumpy. Yeah, if you are in the middle of doing any duplication glitch stuff at the moment, then be aware that the new update to 3.0.1 does get rid of that. So you cannot duplicate after you've updated. It does remove the ability for Smeagol to transform, which is not ideal. But what are we gonna do? Mega Kick. Let's go Max Strike into this thing. So yeah, if you... Empoleon's running next week as well, so you'll have a chance if you want to just take advantage of the dupe glitch for a little while. Then Empoleon will be up next week. Red Rainbow, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, my friend. If you join the stream, I hope you enjoyed tonight with us. And yeah, the only thing I feel like we might get caught out with tomorrow is they may drop a good, like a very good incentivized mystery gift for us to connect online. And the only reason I say that is there's a new anime series dropping in Japan tomorrow. We don't exactly know the name of it, but I think to celebrate that, they're gonna drop mystery gift. That would be my best guess. They may not, but I would say we might get a mystery gift tomorrow. It might be a Pokemon, so that might mean a lot of you want to update. And then if you do, I guess then you can just take part in the Empoleon raid otherwise. But if you can hold off, hopefully the mystery gift has a bit of time to it as well. You would imagine with something like that, probably will have a bit of an extended run date, so you can get it for a long time afterwards, which would make sense. So that in that regard, you're probably safe for another week, and then you can grab the Empoleon next week. Do we have the Zygarde to join? We've just started, big bro, little bro, but we will be doing it again. So do try and hop in on the next one. We'll try and, me and John are going to try and solo this one together, see if we can have any success with it. I'm updating right now. It's sad day. It is a sad day, Muffin, and the update's large as well. It takes like 30 minutes. It took me like a while to update this morning. I got up because I saw the news as I was going to bed last night. I've been so tired like this week from coming back from Liverpool regionals. I just didn't have the energy to be like, I can get up, do this. It'll be another hour and a half before I get to sleep. I think I made the right decision in the end, just getting some good sleep and covering it in the morning. But when I got up, I set it away as soon as I got up. And still going after I'd made a coffee and stuff. I was like, this is a crazy big update, but I guess, yeah, there is a lot to fix in the one. Might, yeah, just hope that the next, yeah, new series, Gorillazilla. Yeah, so it'll be, it's like a new anime series. I don't think it's in the West at all yet, but it is dropping tomorrow in Japan, so it'll be interesting to see. It's, I think, like a mini series. I don't think anything like crazy, like a full series like we're kind of used to. That makes sense. Danny, how are you doing? Great to see you again. I hope you're doing well and having a great Thursday. Might, yeah, just hope that the next Pokemon game will have the least amount of glitches on release. BDSP, SP, and Scarlet and Violet suffered the first days for this, and the glitches with them to fix it quickly. Yeah, they're not quick with fixing them. They're really not. I think that's like a big, it just reflects bad on Scarlet and Violet slightly, doesn't it? It's just like, it's obviously not the big priority for Game Freak at the moment to get on top of these things. And it just, I think it just reflects on they're either too overworked or they haven't got the staff to kind of cope with the stresses that they have to deal with, you know. Man, we are getting bodied. I should have milk drink there, I think, but we might be able to pick. Can we get it this turn? Can we? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close, as long as we get the attack off. And Raichu, clean this up for us. Rise in voltage, done. All right, that's good. Good job, Raichu. Confusion was not good. Catch with that. Is there a new mystery gift? Stepped away for a minute. No, Danny, there's nothing being confirmed. It's just my little theory. I think they might drop one tomorrow to give more incentive for people updating their games so they can't dupe and stuff like that, you know. So maybe not though. BDSP had so many glitches, Gorillazilla. So many glitches. I'm gonna take, if no one else wants it, because we are very low health on our milk tank, and that is not ideal. So I think the ice is the way to go. And we get items as well, so hopefully that will help us along the way. Yeah, but it was like a battle of the community with Game Freak. Discovering a glitch, it getting do we want leftovers? Probably the one. Yeah, community discovering a glitch, Game Freak patching glitch, Game Freak then getting caught out by community again, discovering new way to do glitch, Game Freak responding, and this is all in the space of like 2 weeks. There's like, we covered it all on the channel. It was quite funny. It was like a new glitch, then it was patched, and then a new glitch. Yeah, it went on like that for a little while, and then they were like, nah, we're shutting this down, and then they stopped it all completely, really. So could we just go expanding force? Because Hatterene with play rough is not the play. Honestly, I want to see Genesect or Victini as a gift. That would be amazing. That would be so good, Jameson. Be so amazing. I would love that. Tony, hey chat, how are you doing, Tony? I hope you're well. Frank, how are you this evening? Thanks for joining, both of you. NT Belly, kind of proud of my Pokemon collection. Last weekend, I completed my main series. Congratulations. Pokemon games from Gen 1 up to Gen 9, includes the GameCube games. That is a huge feat. That is a huge feat, NT Belly. I hope you had a lot of fun along the way as well. That's amazing. Right, let's Dynamax and get going. Hello, everyone. 4252119. I'm a little bit behind in the chat, so I will try and catch up the best I can while we're doing this raid. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. The update is 5 gig or so. Wow, that is a huge update. Yeah, that's crazy. Professor Oak, how are you doing? I hope you're well, and great to see you as always in the chat, my friend. Hope you've had a fantastic day. Feels like the never-ending war. It definitely did feel like that at the time. It was kind of funny, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone is going to be able to replicate the duplication glitch now. I feel like I've heard that it's done now. There's not going to be another way to do it, and Smeagol is the sacrifice for it, which is really kind of sad, because like for competitive play, it's like, I just wish there was a different way they could have resolved it. Have we taken 2 knockouts already, John, in this one? This is not the play for us, is it? It's not going to go well, I don't think, unless we get some good partners for the rest of it. You know, I was thinking I could have made Smeagol not spawn there instead of screwing with them. Yeah, I guess though, it's like Smeagol spawns in like pretty much, well, no, it doesn't spawn in every area of the terrarium, does it? It spawns in a lot of areas, so it's kind of like, yeah, they could have just locked it to certain areas. That would have been fine, I think. Max Mindstorm. Turned off update to dupe for a few hours tonight. That is the way to go, I think. That's the thing I don't like. It seems like Nintendo doesn't stop over exploiting the Game Freak staff. They are perfect, but in my opinion, they add a lot of heart to their games despite the deadlines. 100% agree with you on that, and I think it really showed through in the story of Scarlet and Violet. In my opinion, anyway, I think the work that they did, the whole story, how it unwove as you went from base game, Teal Mask to Indigo Disc, I think it was really well done, really well thought out. So I completely agree with you. I just think they obviously need a lot more support, which is crazy to say, because like one of the biggest IPs on the planet, and you would think can't be struggling. Like, I know Game Freak's separate too, and Creatures is separate to Pokemon, but you would think there would be a funnel of funds to go back in to where everything is kind of created, you know, with these people that are like behind pretty much everything. But yeah, it's just crazy to say that. But hopefully somewhere down the line things start improving for them, and it get a bit like easier with the load and stuff like that. One more expanding force will do the job. Is 7-star Empoleon live already? It is not. The countdown is on the screen, so it's about 45 minutes it will be up. So we're just doing a bit of shiny hunting, catching up in chat before it goes live. We'll dive in just before it goes live, and we'll go over some builds and stuff like that I've got prepared. Although if you've already seen the preparation video that I put up this week, you're probably already familiar with a lot of them. Glad I found 150 of each Apricorn ball. I'm good now, KWO. That is what I like to hear, man. That is crazy. That is a crazy amount. You are not going to be short at all. No need for the item printer. Going forward. Hat's pretty decent here, so I'm good. I'll let John swap out for the Cryogonal. John, you can carry with Cryogonal for us. Right, where are we going here? I think we go the normal type route, although the berries would be handy, but if we could maybe change hat as well. I'll go the normal. I'll go normal route. Do that. So casting on VG's competition, Osirus, nice work. Thank you so much, Len. That is really appreciated, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was a lot of fun to do over the weekend. It was tiring, but it was very, very fun, and the players just were incredible over the weekend. Mike, how are you doing? If I stay offline or update, I'm good. In what respect, Elite Red? Let me know. Mike, how are you doing? Veda, how are you? Really enjoyed how mature this story was. The Pokemon game really struggles in the DLC as well. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm with you on that one. Right, we've got Muddy Water. That's the best option we've got here. Need to try and there we go. Selgol putting in some work. It's the rain dance. Hector, it is in 42 minutes. There's a timer on the overlay, so it should help with when the raid goes live. That is a help. Brazil, I never seen anything really major in the stories being an issue. Just having some glitches really is a problem. Can't say there are terrible Pokemon stories. Even spin-off games do well. Yeah, I think they're brilliant games, to be honest. I think it's just the glitches. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Scarlet and Violet at all. I just think the problems that keep occurring where we're constantly requiring a patch to fix something is just, it does let the games down slightly. But overall, I would say Scarlet and Violet are definitely up there with my favorite Pokemon games. What is the best build? Hector will get into it. Hard to say what the best build is before we actually know the details, of course, because we don't know when the shield's going to go up, when it's going to reset our stats, when it's going to reset its stats, but we'll figure it out. Guaranteed, we can guarantee that we'll get the best build going for it, most consistent anyway, to do it quick and easy when the raid goes live. So it'll be fun figuring it out. It always is. Dilly, how are you doing? I think it comes down to deadlines that they're expected to hit, the timing games, anime, trading code. Yeah, because everything cycles from the game, right? So it's like there is no room to kind of breathe for them almost. It's honestly that kind of huge thing where it's like, just space games out between like just give more time between games. There doesn't need to be a game every single year. But I guess the TCG kind of demands it. The products demand it. All these things kind of demand. Anime demands it, you know, which is the driving force. So the games are like the driving force for the whole franchise, you know. But it's just like a vicious cycle, isn't it? And I guess as a community, as a fan base as well, we kind of approach Pokemon Day like, who isn't hype for a new Pokemon game to be announced? So there's that expectation as well from us as fans, but it's because you kind of enjoy the franchise so much. I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but it wouldn't hurt, I think, if there's more development time for games and things like that. Like, you know, like look at Zelda games, right? And you can't really compare a Pokemon game to a Zelda game, but the development time for what Tears of the Kingdom was, what, 7 years, probably longer, right? And then look at the end product. It was like beautiful game. But you couldn't do that with Pokemon because the rest of the franchise kind of relies on all of this different stuff. I don't know. I don't really know the workaround for it. Probably why I'm not employed in any sort of capacity like that job. Do you think I can get a shout out for my channel, Gorillazilla? Of course you can, my friend. What kind of content do you do? Well, there's a shout out for you, Gorillazilla. Big shout out to your channel, mate. I hope the content creation is going well, but do let me know what kind of content you do. Hope I'm not shouting out some really bad stuff. I'm trusting you here, man. Empoleon looks super weird here. Looks super weird. Lewis, we are just doing some shiny hunting before the raid goes live. It is 39 minutes until the raid goes up, so but yeah, this is a weird Empoleon. Professor Oak, I'm low-key hating on Scarlet and Violet. Really? No, mate. Why? Tell. Not a fan of is not having more clothing options like I saw. Yeah, there's lots of people like that. Yeah, agree with you. Want Ranger game or Conquest remastered? That would be cool. Be happy with the Mystery Dungeon or Legends game, but I really think you need a refresh on spin-offs. Yeah, there is a distinct lack of spin-offs in the franchise at the minute. You know, we haven't really had too many. I wouldn't class Legends Arceus as one either. But yeah, it'd be nice to see something announced on Pokemon Day. Maybe fill a little bit of time for everyone. See, Belly, I have a theory about Pokemon Day this year. I think we may get at least one Gen 1 and 2 games being added to the Game Boy Online games. That would be epic. If we got those, like literally would be so epic. I'd be so happy. Danny, I wish I was home so I could join tonight. Hopefully next week, Danny, when we do it. I'm hoping. Look at this. We're going to get absolutely battered, I think, by this Zygarde. Hopefully not. When it's avoiding attacks like this, it's not a good sign. Maybe one more Max Hailstorm though gets it from this range. The combination of attacks and stuff. Potentially. Go for that. And that is not shiny. Space Cunningham, I love pizza. Me too. I have to stay off the pizza though. It's not good for my waistline. But I do love it. Any kind of pizza. Always good. Nella, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream. MT Elliot. I didn't before because they had not announced the 3DS online stuff shutting down, and we had new games last year, Legends and BDSP. Yeah, that makes a lot. It makes a lot of sense, you know. Is that us done? Please don't. Oh, it is. We didn't even get the Zygarde this time. It's because it was me and John solo. John, you were an admiral comrade. Have we got any shinies? We have not. Need to check Bouffalon because you can never tell if that is shiny or not. Okay, nothing this time. Okay, GG's. Let's go again. Hopefully we get 4 of us this time. So if you want to join in, the code to the next one be on the overlay. And yeah, hop in. Okay, so code is 12321137. Okay. Invite others. We've got 3 minutes to get all of you guys in that want to join us tonight on this Zygarde hunt. We need some help. Hey, as well, how do you feel about Pokemon Go? Najib, I am doing really good, my friend. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. I love Pokemon Go. I just wish I lived somewhere where I could take advantage of it a little bit better. It's I live really like in the middle of nowhere where we've got really nothing around to do it constantly. I really like the competitive side of it, but again, it's like it's rough because like getting the Pokemon to play competitive like is tough, and you need to be kind of on it all the time. So yeah, but I do like it. Did all the Burberry series, trying to get MRPG down too, and Pal World as well. Slowly and surely I do my masters. Have you found Pal World? It's not something I played, but a lot of people are enjoying it. First of all, the glitches are pretty brutal. I do like the game because it was a great story wise, but man, it's pretty brutal to traverse it. plus non-boosted shiny raids. Sword and Shield did that better. Sword and Shield 100% just nailed that, didn't they? Yeah. Did someone have Zacian sword? I don't even. Diode? Sword. Zacian sword. The rusted sword. John, it might be us just soloing this again. The link code is on the screen if anyone wants to join. I believe we not got any more people hopping in tonight. Normally fully loaded. Louis, how are you doing? I do not get why do you have to catch a Pokemon to determine if it is shiny or not? Seems like a lot of work. You should be able to see the shiny in encounter. It'd be nice if you could. I agree with you. Especially through the Dynamax raid, it would be like so much better if you could just like encounter it during the raid. It's not like raids in Sword and Shield, like the shinies were ever hidden either. They were super obvious, right? Forgot how to join. Right, I'm gonna quit out of this. You need to be online to do it. John will go again, okay? We'll go again because I think if we got more people in, it will make it easier. It's a bit of a struggle if there's only 2 of us. Right, so the code, you have to go in to put the code in, and then this is the code, obviously the one on the screen. Did you enjoy Liverpool? What were the key takeaways from that weekend in your opinion? Liverpool was amazing, Tony. Thank you so much for asking, mate. Did you watch much of the broadcast? There we go. We've got a few viewing now. That's brilliant. Hopefully John can get in. No, but Liverpool was brilliant. Big takeaways from it. VG is still growing like crazy, like you wouldn't believe. Team wise, I think Wolf's team's still the one to beat, especially with when it's in the hands of a good trainer, someone that's good at battling, of course. I do like Gouging Fire. I think that's a really interesting Pokemon. If you looked at Joe Ugati's team, Joe brought a really interesting team with Gouging Fire, finished really well with it. So I think that team in particular is something to watch out for in the development of that team. I think Porygon 2 was a big takeaway. A bit unfortunate with what happened with Alex and Eric for them not to continue into day 2 because they were pretty much guaranteed to be in day 2, but obviously things happened and they weren't able to continue in the tournament. So I think P2 would have had a big part to play if it was able to kind of continue on. Right, Poltergeist has to be. Everything else is bad. But yeah, they're the main things really to take away. What about you? If you did watch it, let me know what your thoughts were on the broadcast overall. Does anyone have a heavy ball in Sun Shield? If so, could you trade me it? I'll give you a shiny. That is a trade and a half. For a heavy ball. Rachel, happy Halloween. Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's ages till Halloween. It's so long till Halloween. Charging my Switch, maybe I'll join the next one. Nice, Fernando. We should get 1 or 2 more in for sure before the raid starts. So let's see. Can we get lucky tonight? Right, what do we got? What's our path? We got any wide guard users? Some fighting types. Maybe. Is that? I'm trying to figure out which one's which here. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. I think that's the way, but the team might decide to go another way. When does the 7-star raid start? Match the chip. It starts in 30 minutes. There is a timer on the overlay, so it should help with the times with that. Dynamax Adventures. I watch you on live stream. I woke up at 4 AM to watch the Liverpool Regionals. Rachel, amazing. How did you find the event? I hope you enjoyed it over the weekend. It was a lot of fun. We had a real good group of us there casting over the weekend. It was great to cast with the guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one already. But it wipes. It's so crazy how like much it wipes you out. Like I'm just so wiped from the weekend, and I'm feeling it more tonight. I think I'm really looking forward to like the weekend and just having a bit of downtime where I can just kind of recoup, because Dortmund is next week. Is this raid froze? No. We're starting. It's all good. Right. I don't feel like I'm the one to Dynamax here. I have a heavy ball, but I have to find time to get on. Satcha. Mr. Nathan joining Dynamax Adventures confuses me. Yeah. Uriah, yes, 100% join the next one. 100%. Anyone's welcome to join. Andy, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great Thursday, my friend. Satcha, hello. Long time been doing school and hope you're doing well, my friend. And as always, it's great to see you in the chat. And thanks so much for hopping in tonight. Hope we have some funsies with the Empoleon Raid when it goes live. Great show, great work, loved it. Brilliant to hear. And Corey, there we go. We got the... And Luke, how are you doing, mate? Luke, on our point what we were talking about on the leaf green Nuzlocke earlier, I went away after that and I've been watching some content from good old Professor Rex about the game corner and methods to do it, and the Safari Zone as well. So it's a bit late because we're past all of that point in the game, but for future, if I ever go back and I need to do it. So thank you for like prompting me to kind of go and find out a little bit more about that. It's really interesting. It's weird how the catcher mechanics work in the Safari. But I hope you're good, mate. Good win for Man United tonight. Snatching a victory there, very last minute. Jybran, how are you doing? Just want to say great job casting Liverpool. Great event. Sucks what happened to Eric and Alex. I agree with you completely there with the Alex and Eric. Because I'm good friends, very good friends with Alex. And Eric is great. I don't know him as well, but I would say I love Eric. He's brilliant. But yeah, very, very sad what happened to both of them. So hopefully they come back strong in the next event. But thank you so much. And please you enjoyed the event overall. It was very good. It would have just been nice to see where they finished, because I think they would have had really strong finishes with how they kind of start the tournament, right? And Eric's like, in my book, Eric's such a phenomenal player. Such a phenomenal player. It's like he's one of the best in the world. So is Alex, don't get me wrong. But yeah, both of them. Great guys, great guys. So hopefully we see them bounce back soon. I'm sure we will. Will there be another casters battle? I like to watch those. That would be really fun. I love getting involved in the casters battles. We don't get to do them too much at regionals. There's not very much downtime for us to be able to do them. Like with the... If you look at the US regionals right now, they normally have like an extra caster to what the EU casters have. So they'll normally have 5. So they'll have a separate host and then 4. So it leaves a lot more room for them to be able to do other things like the stadium stuff that they have fun with, and the caster battles and the quizzes and things, whereas we don't really get that much time, or if we do, we're kind of trying to fill time sometimes where we have to. Hopefully it doesn't seem like that too much of the time, but there's not really enough of us free at one time to be able to do those sort of things. So, but maybe hopefully down the line, you know, that would be a nice thing to be able to add in, because it's always fun to do. I think like ICs will be the one where we probably see more stuff like that from the team. Dragonstorm, how are you doing, my friend? You're in my draft league team. I'm Valiant, I'm Treads, Mandibuzz. What else have we got? Dondozo, Magmota, Serena, Kudra, Mousehold, Mischievous, Munkidori, and Galvantula. I really like it. You got some nice options in there. Some really fast defensive options. And Pokemon that are like very flexible. This Dynamax raid is like so slow. I don't want this to be the only one of tonight. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I think you've done a really good job, mate. I really do. When's the draft league start? Okay, thanks, man. Okay, you guys are doing your thing, right? What are we going for? I think maybe the fighting type. We don't really need the berries right now. This fighting type, I can't really see what it is, but it may. Fighting types generally have access to Wide Guard. Are they eligible for the next tournament even though they got DQ'd? I believe so, yeah. Professor Oak, I think they will be. It's not like a perma ban or anything like that. It was just DQ from that one tournament. So, yeah. But I don't know if they're going to Dortmund. I would imagine they will be, but I'm not sure. I didn't really get much of a chance to speak to them after the event because, like, I don't think they were around on the Sunday. And after after Top Cut was kind of decided and that kind of happened, then we were all backstage or on the desk, you know, so we don't really get too much of a chance to kind of go out and see any of the players. Bri, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend, and having a great Thursday. Thanks for joining the stream. What is with this raid? It's the slowest raid in the world. Thank you for doing the experiment live tonight. No problem, my friend. It's always fun with all of you joining. It's I'm looking forward to the Empoleon. It's going to be good working out what the best answer to it's going to be and how it kind of sets itself up as well. It's my trash internet, Muffin. Don't worry, mate. It's probably not you. But you're being very kind by saying that, so don't worry about it. We'll get through it, mate. As long as we beat the Zygarde, it's all good. It's all good. Oddish, how are you doing, mate? You haven't missed anything yet. We got 23 minutes till the raid starts, so just in time. You might see some shinies, maybe. Possible, how's this raid already gone? I thought it was not until tomorrow, February the 2nd. Well, it's in 23 minutes. It will be February the 2nd here in the UK. So how they've set it up, it's like midnight UTC when it goes live. So it kind of ticks over to the 2nd here, and that's when it goes live. 23 minutes. The timer is on the overlay, so hopefully we'll give a better idea with when it is going up. Also name the Zygarde Squishy. Done. Great nickname. Veda with the communication. I know, it's taken such a long time. So long. Louise, how you doing? I hope you're good. I'm fine, thank you so much for joining the stream as well. John, they said on the Twitter account they would go. They said it will be their redemption arc. I'm sure it will be. Believe. There's a lot of other strong players though. It's such a hard field, you know. I don't think Dortmund will be as big as Liverpool, but the concentration of high level players going will be pretty strong, I would imagine. Dragonstorm 1 week from Saturday. He's not here, so I can tell you I'm running a mirror hub. I know, because my opponent has Blastoise and I know he loves that setup. Nice, nice. I like it. Steal those boosts. That's gonna be nasty. Imagine setting up a Shell Smash and just getting them stolen off an Iron Valiant. Oh, rough. Be like, GG, sign the slip, it's done. I like it, mate. Good luck with the match though. Definitely let us know how the draft league's going. I would love to keep up with it, and if it's on, if you're doing content around it, definitely point me in the direction. I would love to watch as it's all unfolding. Has this Gerda got anything good? No, it hasn't. It's got coaching, but that's not ideal. Probably not even going to be the one that we really want to take either. I'm probably going to stick with Ultigeist. I'm good without it. TGB Eric, how you doing? My awareness is terrible because I've been watching for 30 minutes and I just noticed you're doing Registeel resets on the bottom right. They're just sneaking in there just while we do this. It's not too bad. It's like, I think it's nice to do the side stuff when there's like a little bit of downtime between them. So I'm definitely gonna swap though with this scientist and hopefully get something good. I will swap. But yeah, I like to kind of do a little bit of both. It's a bit of wangling both ways, but yeah. Are you going to play the Global Challenge League? Yes. I have a team locked in, so I probably won't play until Saturday though. I'll probably give tomorrow a bit of a miss. I've got a pretty busy day tomorrow, so And tomorrow night, I probably will just take the night off, I think, and chill out. I think this way is the best. The fighting again. It might not be the best call, but I think this is the one. Galvantula. That is a terrible Pokemon to get. But yes, so probably Saturday I'll play a few, and then the remaining on Sunday. So I might stream on Sunday if people would like to see it. What's your favorite PAL in PAL World, Nath? I haven't played it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any one I've seen off anything online, which is not few and far. There's like a big yellow cat thing. I guess we'll say that one. I have no idea though. Like I have literally. I'm not even lying. What about you? Tell me which one I should like, and we'll go with that one. Corey, Cyrus, how are you doing? After finish hunting shiny Regigigas, gonna do shiny hunt Rayquaza and the Tapus and Zygarde. Nice. Good luck with the Regigigas shiny hunt as well. I hope you get it very early on. Keep us up to date though. Leaf Green, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and looking forward to the Empoleon Raid. What's the best here? Oof. Just thunder it. We might miss, but not feeling super confident with this select bunch of Pokemon I've got. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Scott, day's been good, my friend. We did the Leaf Green Nuzlocke. We continued with that a little bit earlier. That's going. We're still alive and well in that. We had some major casualties earlier on today though, so that was a little bit sad, but I'm doing all right, mate. I hope you're having a fantastic day, doing all right yourself, my friend, and great to see you in the chat as always. Gerardo, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Will you be casting the next regional this weekend? Not so this weekend's Knoxville, so I would never be doing any of the well, just say I would never be doing any of the US regionals. I don't think I would ever get asked because they've got their separate US team that kind of take care of all that stuff. If the opportunity ever came up, I would love to go out and cast one event in the States. It would be awesome. If they're ever short, you never know. You can never say never, but that would be an amazing opportunity. But no, not this weekend. But that'll be a really good event to watch because I think that will really shape up a lot of teams that like maybe pop up next weekend in Dortmund. Professor Oak, I only know the yellow cat as well. The one with the huge like minigun on its shoulder. That's the only one I'm thinking of. It's like literally, it's probably like a really bad one, but that's the only one that comes to mind. The game's not going to be uploaded. I don't think too many of us are going to be uploading, but I'll keep you updated. Amazing. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. Sad that they're not getting uploaded to share with the world. I love a good old draft league though. Leaf Green, I bought Pokemon Ranger, Shadow of Almia. The last time I played was 15 years ago, and I'm planning shiny hunt the Manaphy. No way, that's a crazy shiny hunt. Good luck with that, my friend. Ed, are you going to play Power? Probably not. Like, if I'm completely honest, probably not. And it's not like that I have anything against it. But I'd probably say nah, probably not. Colin, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us tonight, Nathan. It's honestly pretty fun. Yeah, honestly, I imagine it is. Like, I've got nothing against it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like. I think it looks fun. Like, a lot of people are having fun with it. It's just not my bag, you know. Citrus Berry is probably the best. The squad is not looking the best for this Zygarde. We've got 3 hearts. So let's see how we get on. Ready for the next Dynamax adventure. 15 minutes. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be tight if we do another one. And we'll go over. I mean, we could do. We're just going to be late to the raid. I like being on time. But we might be able to squeeze one more in. Yeah, and the raid's open to anyone. We'll try and do one more before we jump into the raid event. Hopefully 15 minutes. 15 minutes long enough? You guys that are more versed with Dynamax adventure raids tell me it's 15 minutes. If it takes this long though, depends how long this takes. If you get to like, yeah, this is yeah, we might not be able to do another one. We'll see how we do. Right, what have we got here? Nothing that's worth Dynamaxing for. Dynamic punch is pretty nice. Coaching, is that going to help anyone? Probably not too much. We could just dynamic punch this thing, confuse it, and let it hit itself a little bit. Where's the event? Here's Sol. It's happening in 14 minutes. So we'll be jumping over to Scarlet and Violet in a minute. Can you turn your volume up? It's really low. Might need my mic. I'll just turn it up a little bit, a touch, so we can hear. Hopefully that helps a little bit with the volume. It's the music all right as well. What are your thoughts on the use of the RNG manipulation in the previous Pokemon games? I have no problem with them, you know. I think they're not easy work. It's not using an external device. You're kind of just using tools, I guess. It's a skill in itself. You know, it's a real fine line, but I don't think it's not like PK hexing a Pokemon in, because there's still a lot of work to do. I used to do a lot of RNG manipulation to get eggs back in the day, like, because it was like breeding was so difficult. You know, if you look back to like Pearl and Diamond, like getting actual competitive Pokemon in those games was like really difficult, really tough. So RNG manip so different back then as well, but that was pretty much the only, you know, the only way. Oh, we are done. We are done in this raid, aren't we? I feel we might be. The Raichu is probably going to get killed like 3 times. Let's believe we can hope that the Zygarde gets confused, hits lots of the time. Drill run. We just not got the damage output, have we? I mean, kind of. Yeah, but I'm not like with the RNG manip stuff. I don't really look at it as a bad thing. Just be fashionably late to the raid. Depends how fashionably late. I mean, if we get down to the time and it's like 2 or 3 minutes, we'll have to just say we'll come back and do these again another day for sure. Coaching is just not going to be the play, is it? Can you show me the code? The code is on the overlay itself. That helps. Probably not long enough considering the lag time. That's what I'm thinking, Swamp Thing. It's just the lag is killing the time. Okay, if not, maybe I'll get lucky and I can join the Empoleon raid. Yes, that would be good. That would be nice. Mighty, I'm ashamed to admit that I shed a tear at the ending of Scarlet and Violet. This daddy issues hit hard, man. It is sad, you know. I think like when you look at like Arvin's story, you know, it's like his parents like feel like they're like so detached from him as a person, and it's sad to see that, you know. And like, because I don't know, you kind of get attached to Arvin throughout, you know, as a character. Because I think the character building generally is very good in Scarlet and Violet, so you do get like a nice build, a character build throughout the stories. So I can relate to that totally, mate. It's not anything to be ashamed of at all. Right, come on team, we need to take this big Zygarde down. We can't have a failed mission. We've got to get at least one. The code is literally on the overlay just below the Sword and Shield. You're right, the Sword and Shield screen. A lot better for the volume. Great, Eric, thank you so much. You already caught Zygarde. Can you do anything about the shiny unknown? No. If you've already caught it in your game, you literally have to... Oh, the Raichu's gone again. The Raichu. No, you'd have to start a new save file to get it again. How many lives have we got now? We just really need... Why is no one Dynamax either? I feel like no one wants to commit to the Dynamax. No one's got the a good call for the Dynamax attack. I don't feel like we're gonna get it. It's come back round to me, the Dynamax. Okay, I feel like we're gonna have to. Just get some attacks off, I guess. Gotta love when the cheers do nothing. I know, right? Do absolutely nothing. Eric, I like breeding in Scarlet. Masuda method's alright. It's not too bad. I kind of miss the old breeding mechanics though. Too well, you have a viewing party for the next regional. Ah, that would be kind of cool, Rachel. That would be really cool. And like TPC, I put out the big thing like a little while ago last season saying that they had no problems with people restreaming the events, so it's a big thing to help promote them now. So yeah, it's definitely a cool thing to think about doing. Does a lot on Raichu get levitate? I wish it did, Oddish. In this situation it would be so handy, right? We're done. That's it, I think. Let's get blown away. The shiny data has perfect AVs and the best judgment on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Nice. Right. Let's see if we get a shiny. Good try, team. We didn't manage to get it, but we failed to get a shiny. But it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun. We probably wouldn't have got the Zygarde anyway. We probably wouldn't have. Thank you for joining though, those that did join tonight. We'll come back to the Zygarde next week. I think with only 7 minutes left on the clock, we'll probably hop over to Scarlet and Violet now. At least we got a good 100 resets in for Registeel, although no shiny yet. Let's see this last one and then we'll hop over to Scarlet and Violet. Can it be magic shiny? No, it's not. Okay, no good. Let's turn it off. Good job, team. Right, better luck next time. So what's with these shiny hunts though? Right, this is the screen that we need. This is not... We need Scarlet. Right, let's jump in, get ourselves ready for this raid. How's your day, Osirus in chat? How is everyone doing? Colin, my day was really good, thanks. I hope yours was as well. And thanks for hopping in, joining the stream tonight. Glom, I know. King Smileys, max raids feel harder, and I never got into them compared to Terra ones. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I think normal raids are easier than Terra raids by a mile. But the max adventure raids are tough because you're using rental Pokemon. A lot of the time it can be a bit of a lottery, especially against things like Zygarde, which is probably one of the hardest Pokemon to go up against in the Dynamax raids. You kind of need specific things. Right, so hey, there's my global challenge team. There we go, locked in, ready to go. Registeel, the theme of the weekend. So these are the Pokemon I think are gonna do a decent job. I'm gonna take Bronzong in first. I think we'll probably pull in some other ones while we're doing this as well, because I think Goldengo could be a really decent one this weekend. I think Goldengo could be decent. There's a bunch of stuff that I think could be good, but I do feel like Goldengo could be a one. Where is it? There it is. Steel Terra as well, so that's good. We'll just drop this here. We'll pull Annihilate in just for a moment. I think Hariyama could be an option. I mean, they're all in our box, so it's kind of fine. We'll just throw these together. We'll try these out when it goes live. So we got like, what have we got? How long have we got? We got 5 minutes. But these are basically like the Bronzong was an idea I had. If you haven't seen the preview video, the Bronzong was the idea is the shield's not going to go up straight away, so we can skill swap the competitive ability off the Empoleon, Once we've done that, we can then Metal Sound it 3 times, get that special defense down. Then we can Calm Mind and Flash Cannon. It's all going to depend on the timing of the Metal Sound, the Calm Mind, on when it resets its drops and when it resets our drops and stuff like that. So there is a little bit of work around with the raid itself. But if it's pinging off like Icy Winds every other turn to slow us down, potentially, which it could do, then that'll proc our competitive to kind of take away the need for the Calm Mind, which then might mean we can just go Metal Sound, Sunny Day, Flash Cannon potentially. So we'll see what it throws up at us. Very straightforward EV spread. But I think if it's primarily special, if it's not a mixed attack, you could probably take all the EV investment out the HP and just chuck it into special defense. So that would be something I would think about. Annihilate, I feel like probably will work in this raid. For some reason, I just do with Defiant, because it could take again advantage of stuff like Icy Wind, the stat dropping moves that it does have access to. So again, a decent option. Again, the EV spread could be adjusted, but probably pretty good against this Empoleon in general. Sunny Day is nice to take away the snowscape, the hail from the field, so it doesn't have that defense boost. So it means we can hit a little bit harder. We just can't rely on Screech in this raid, which is the only thing. Metronome might be a good item on it as well if we end up just using the Drain Punch and spamming that. And then we got Hariyama, Flame Orb, which is nice, so it can't status condition us. It boosts our attack as well. Sunny Day, for obvious reasons, for the hail. Belly Drum, if we've got room for it, Bulk Up is an alternative, and then Drain Punch, and then EV spread pretty much the same as the Annihilate. Space Duck, how are you doing? Metal Arceus, I think Steel Arceus could be very good. And then the final one we got is Registeel, which is an alternative with Body Press. So this could do a decent job, I think. Shell Bell, held item. Body Press, Iron Defense, Amnesia, Sunny Day. Clear Body, the ability. It means we can't take any stat drops on our side, which is nice from the Empoleon. And then the EV spread's just a simple split between special defense and defense. So we kind of cover both. If it turns out it's not mixed, we just take all of it. Well, I guess we can keep the defense in there because it's boosting the Body Press anyway. So there are a few builds that we've got put together that I was going to try straight away. Hopefully that helps, a little overview of them. Got some more in there. Gallade, I think, could be an interesting one potentially tonight. Skill swap again. Sunny Day, Calm Mind, Aura Sphere. So that's an interesting one. It's just because Gallade's got such a big special defense stat, so it's going to be able to tank those special defense moves really well. Not the best special attacker in the format though. That's the only drawback. Goldingo, I think, could be a good option. I haven't really specifically built it for this raid, but that set. This is the thing, you can't freely use the Metal Sound against it, which is tricky, which might make it, you'd have to build something different, I think. And then the Iron Hands, obviously Iron Hands being Iron Hands. Clear Amulet, I think, be a good one. Get around the Feather Dance in particular. Swords Dance. And again, I think this one could probably be, you can't really go the Metronome item. Metronome would be good on this one, because I feel like if you get a Swords Dance up, you could just then spam the Drain Punch. So that's, but the Clear Amulet is nice. It just depends what the Empoleon has on it. And then of course Zamazenta, because it gets a defense boost with the Body Press, Snarl, Iron Defense, Light Screen set. So that's it's a decent option. I think there's a few there that we could try. But I guess it's just until it goes live, and then we'll be able to find out. Tilly Fries, slow speed would Gyro Ball on Bronzong do the most damage. That's not a bad shout as well. Yeah. It doesn't get Screech though, so you've not got the way to reduce. Or does it get Screech? See, if Bronzong, I would say Gyro Ball would be good. If Bronzong got Screech and it got Swords Dance, or a way to, it might get Bulk Up. May get Bulk Up. Have a quick look. Bronzong, does it get Screech? It does not get Screech. It does not get Swords Dance, and it does not get Bulk Up. So that's a little bit of a problem, although the thinking behind it logically is like spot on, but it's just having a way to be able to take advantage of the Empoleon not having the competitive ability. But yeah, Gyro Ball would be a good one to have. So if you can find a Pokemon with like Screech, Skill Swap, Sword Stance, Bulk Up, that could be a really good option for sure. Sai, thank you so much for becoming our latest member as well. Corey, Endry, and Shining Darker, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Someone gifted. Let me see. Have I missed it? Have I missed it in the chat? I probably have. Wow, look at all these. Right, Pokemanian, Phoenix. Oh, it's just ticked over to midnight, that's why. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate all of the memberships. Right, it is midnight. It is time. So we can start recording this. I've got a record of it all. I'm just going to move this just to over here. One moment. So I've got a clean picture of what I'm doing. Okay, right. So let's get online. Let's find this raid. Let's get going, friends. It's time for the Empoleon raid. It's live now. It's live right now. So you should be able to go into game and then update all of your stuff. And then, yeah, come down to Poke Portal, Mr. Gifts, all that good stuff. Pokemon News, do that. And then hopefully 1 minute past, it should have updated. Actually, let's just check before we come offline. Right, let's see. Is it? It won't be in the terrarium. It will only be in Paldea. There it is. Okay, we've got it. Okay, brilliant. Come offline. See what this is all about. I'm looking forward to seeing what the spice that Empoleon's brought. Unless it hasn't updated and this is just a random 6-star Ice Tera Raid that we've got here. But it's probably not. You need to defeat it first try. Zero, that's a big ask. But we don't know what we're going up against. What moveset it's got. When it's going to reset the things. We might do. We may do. No guarantees on first time though. This is why we do this, to figure it out. Figure out how it works and what the best thing is to take in against it. I gotta say, I appreciate coming back to Paldea. I appreciate the flying mechanics so much more here than I do anywhere else. I just wish we'd had access to it a lot earlier. It would have been so much easier for doing so many things. Right, here we are. The raid. Should we try the Bronzong first? I think we try the Bronzong maybe first. Here it is, Empoleon. Let's go with Let's go with Bronzong. Let's try it out. See what we're going up against anyway. Funny if the Empoleon loses to Big Bell. I'm confident Big Bell could do the job, you know. I really am. Got shiny Annihilape. GT Arceus. Nice, very nice. Just got a random shiny Q-Fan. Swamp Thing. Awesome to hear. Congrats, mate. Bringing me luck. I'm happy. Trying Poliwrath first. Nice. I think Poliwrath would be good into this one. Right, let's see. What's it doing? Turn 0. Started to snow. Snowscape's up. Blizzard. Okay. This worries me because Covert Cloak might be one of those things where it's like, it's kind of mandatory on it. Can we skill swap it? We're going to be able to skill swap it, which is nice. There's a Surf. So it's got Surf, Blizzard. This is all stuff that you would expect it to have, right? Get that competitive ability. You can have Levitate, which is fine because it's not really needed anyway. And then we can Metal Sound it. We're taking a lot of damage though. I mean, if we do get knocked out, it's kind of not the worst thing in the world. I think getting these Metal Sounds is pretty important initially. And then we can come back in. We can start Calm Minding. If we can get another Metal Sound off, that'd be nice. You should be able to. There we go. It's down to -4. It's just when it nullifies these stat drops, right? So we're going to go down this turn. But it's only spamming the Surf, so that's good. So that's like 4 turns in. And that's fine. Let's get knocked out. It's not a problem. Okay, so the shield's up. Hasn't nullified anything yet. But it hasn't really taken any damage either, so that's like a big kind of indicator, because it's normally like 8 increments of damage. We've got Levitate back now, so we haven't got the competitive anymore. But the big thing is we removed it from the Empoleon, and the shield goes up pretty early. So once you've got a couple of calm mines under our belt, we can start firing these flash cannons off, and we should be able to do some decent damage. Maybe 3 calm mines might be the trick. Let's see. Cash, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Right, one more of these, and then we'll fire off some flash cannons. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, can we just stack these calm mines as much as possible? Because we'll not break the shield at this stage with just +3 and it being down -4. Kind of nice if we could get it to -6. Let's see how much this does. So we're +3, it's -4. Oh, that's doing nothing behind the shield. We need to be able to terrestrialize. We might get to the point, if it doesn't nullify our stats, we might be able to get to terrestrialize. That would break the shield, and then it's going to be easy straight after that. We'll see. I think the Bronzong strat has legs, but because we can terrestrialize now, and like this should break the shield. And then there we go, nullified on side our field. Okay, right, so this is going to make it tricky because we don't want to terrestrialize just yet, because the surf's going to do so much damage to us. It's not doing too much actually, so we want to try and get those. Can we get 3 up again? Poliwrath with water absorb, yeah, it's a really nice option. Might need to just go down the Poliwrath route for this one. It's probably quicker as well. Okay, I think we terrestrialize now, and we start throwing out these flash cannons. The only thing with Bronzong is it's gonna beat it. Nullify changes on our side of the field again. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Right, so we have to go down. Yeah. So nullifies our stats twice. I was about to say the thing with Bronzong is we'll be able to do this, but it's very slow. We'll move set for the Empoleon. So it's got Surf, Blizzard, it's what we know so far. And it's just spammed that, hasn't done anything. Right, now we can start going for these calm mines. If we can get 3 up, it's not going to nullify our stats 3 times in a row. So, and then we can terrestrialize and just cut through it, hopefully, pretty quickly after this point. I think there's some tweaks to the Bronzong that we could probably make to make it a little bit more efficient. Maybe the EV spread for sure, because it using only special type attacking moves. There's no need to just invest all in HP. But it does kind of discount the fact that it's nullifying the stats on our side of the field, which makes me think like, is just Hariyama with Belly Drum and Sunny Day just the way to go? Because especially with the you could go thick fire. I don't think we would need to. Right, let's just terrestrialize and flash cannon. So we're +3, it's still -4, it's still not nullified any stat drops on its side of the field. I'm guessing because that's got the competitive, right? So it's just not really concerned about that. It may do once you've broke the shield, but that stage we should be kind of fine. It's just going to be very close to beating it. It's just very slow, the Bronzong. So it's probably not the most optimal. It will work, but it's not the most optimal. So yeah, we get that. Be interesting to see here if it drops its, nullifies its stats. Ooh, it's got iron defense. Oh, spicy bird. I like it. Okay, so special attacker is probably a better option after the shield gets busted. Negative effects from itself. Okay, that's fine. So we can just metal sound it a couple of times again. We're not in any worry of getting like knocked out from this point. Unless, of course, our metal sounds miss and the timer just absolutely nubs us. Do you think Annihilate? Annihilate could be good as well, I think, yeah. I'm probably not going to complete this one. I think the timer's going to run out. If a metal sound had hit, we might have had a good chance at doing it. We still might be able to close it out, but it's going to be very tight. Very tight. Does it have competitive? Well, we skill swapped it off at the very start of the battle. That was the idea with the Bronzong. So it's just Bronzong's so slow. That's the only problem, and it's because it nullifies our stats like twice in a row, and we don't have the like. I think you probably want Sunny Day on this Bronzong. Can we fit it on for anything? That's the question. Oh, we might be able to do this. May be able to do this. Come on, Bronzong. We believe, we believe, we believe. Have we got room to do it? Just need a little bit of chip from a partner in Pokemon. We might be able to do it. Is it? Or has time run out? What's it done? Can we lock in? Oh, it's done us out of it. Okay. So, Bronzong would have done it. Just a timer. So it's not the one to go with. Because I just, like, not this build anyway. I feel we need skill swap. Metal sound might not... It's hard fitting the Sunny Day on. Unless you just go metal sound and then... I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm going to try the Hariyama because I feel like the Hariyama could be a good one. I think the Hariyama could be quite fast into this as well. Potentially. We'll try. I think the Iron Defense will slow us down slightly if we go for it. But yeah. Stayed up for this. It's 12 AM here. CMCC. Great to have you on the stream. I hope you're doing well, my friend. No, Iron Hands is no good either. I'm using it now. I think Iron Hands needs Sunny Day, and I think that's what it misses. So that would be my only caveat for this. I think the reason why Hariyama could be good into this raid is because it gets Sunny Day. So the competitive though, I think this is the problem with it, where you're going to get Intimidate, partner in Pokemon, and it's going to proc that competitive ability straight off the bat, which is like the worst case scenario, because that Empoleon's sitting +2 right now. Like that damage is just crazy. I don't think you can really do it if you've got the Intimidate partner with you, which is not ideal. There's a DLC with buy-in, you think? An ASDFJKLL. Thank you so much for becoming our latest member to the channel. Really appreciate the support, my friend. And if you are joining us on the stream, I hope you are enjoying it. Change Pokemon. We want the Hariyama, but without the competitive boost. That's going to be the tricky thing, I think, in this raid. I think a lot of the time, going in initially, the competitive is really going to punish you depending on what Pokemon you have partnered with it. So you're really going to have to, probably a lot of the time if you're soloing it, if you do have those partnering Pokemon that have Intimidate, you're going to have to just leave the raid straight away. It's probably better to leave the raid straight away and restart and hope that you don't get those NPC partners with you. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. Thank you so much for the support as well. Really appreciate it. You see, I think like it's putting it +2. It's just not the way. So there is a way to always dictate what partnering Pokemon you have with you. Kind of tricky to do though. It's a little time consuming, but it would make it easier for doing the raids overall. It's probably worth doing it. Koraidon build. I think Koraidon might struggle against the Blizzard. The sun going up definitely helps though, for sure. Can Lucario do this raid? Potentially. Is the DLC worth buying? I think the DLC is definitely worth buying. If you've enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, DLC's a lot of fun. Right, let's try this again. I'm not online, so no. Yeah, so to kind of dictate what partnering Pokemon you always get, if you challenge as a group, when you're offline, just make sure you're offline. Come on, Bolivia has Energy Ball. Also lost special defenses, yes. Koraidon got wrecked in one of my raids. Covered cloak for Thick Fat on the Hariyama. I think Thick Fat might be an option on it. Yeah, so we definitely don't want these partnering Pokemon. Like literally the worst partnering Pokemon. Like +4 Empoleon at the start of the raid. This is quite a tricky one, just because of this factor where you really don't want to be going up against the Empoleon. Like you're not going to be able to do it solo if you're starting off like this. Like Bronzong resists the Blizzard. Are we getting a hit with it? And that's how much it's doing at +4. Resists. That's a crit. Okay, so that was a bit extreme. A bit extreme. Oh, we can't run away. We can't run away? Is this because we locked in with that? Okay. I mean, this is just the worst. So I'm just gonna restart my game and then we'll come back into it because I'm not dealing with that. Going through that. That is gonna be horrendous. Is there any Pokemon that can learn Sunny Day and Haze? So the first thing you do when the raid is the stat drops in the competitive. Use Haze. It's a good idea. I like that. I like that plan a lot, actually. So your Haze users, there's quite a lot of them. I don't know if anything learns Sunny Day with it. I'm sure there will be. Altaria, probably not the best option. You want things that are going to resist stuff, but not take. Glaceon learns Sunny Day. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, I think the raid is probably... Is it still there? Where it was? Yeah. Okay, so we just need to head to it. Back to it. Haze Pokemon's nice, but you need to be able to get the Haze off first, right? Vaporeon. Water Absorb Vaporeon's actually not a terrible shout on this one. Honestly, I honestly think Vaporeon with Haze could be an option. Vaporeon with Sunny Day, it gets, yeah. Have any of you guys tested the Poliwrath yet? How's the Poliwrath been working out for those of you with the Poliwrath? Volcanion learns Sunny Day and Haze. Just relied that my Bronzong didn't have Shell Bell. I realized that Bronzong didn't have Shell Bell. Bianca, the artist, thank you so much for the subscribe. Like, I do think the Bronzong will work. It's just very slow. And I think it'll be very close if you manage to get it in the end. Right, so change Pokemon. We want Hariyama. I want to try this without any Intimidate users. Main Hands came in clutch. Nice. I've seen Poliwrath doing vicious with Belly Drum and Drain Punching groups. That's nice. I wonder if it works. You said Fast Glade, Sacred Sword, Sword Stance, Skill Swap, and Sunny Day. Nice. That's a nice set. Like, I've got the special Glade, Adam. We'll try it after this one. But pretty much mine was Calm Mind. So Sunny Day, Calm Mind, Skill Swap, and then Aura Sphere. So quite similar. Yours is just the more physical variant. No joy with Poliwrath. Grass Knot hurts a lot. Let's go Grass Knot. Rough. Oh my god. Come on. Come on, my guy. The crits. With the Intimidate. With the Intimidate. Competitive boost. Bro, my Bronzong is shiny, but still same build. Let's go. Nice. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, Joe will have updated now. Right, let's have a look what Joe's got. The deets can be found. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's got Surf, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Snowscape, Blizzard, Iron Defense, Modest Nature. Yeah, when it's 50% of its health, its stats and status are reset. That's the only time it does that. It's weird though that Joe's got it listed that players' stats and status get reset, which it did to us twice. So it does do it twice to you through the battle. It might be dependent on where it's HP. The Intimidate users that you've got next to you are a real pain. Like, I think that's the biggest problem, like trying not to be paired up with Intimidate users, because I mean, like if we do this raid here, it's +2. Are we even going to be able to get the Sunny Day off? It's unlikely. Ice Beam coming out. This will probably... Yeah. Are you going to need thick fat? You're going to need thick fat Hariyama. So the guts boost is no good. So it's probably better to go thick fat Hariyama. Then we take at least way less damage. Sunny Day. Bulk up. Yeah, so I think that's the way to play this. If you go on Hariyama route, not guts boost. The guts boost is nice, but I think you have to forego it in this one. Been watching your videos for a while. Thank you for all of the hard work you put into your content. Alola from Hawaii. Matthew, hi, Hawaii. I hope I can come over to Hawaii later this year. It'd be amazing for Worlds. Thank you so much as well, my friend. I really appreciate that. It means a lot, and pleased the content's been helpful. Right, so let's go ability capsule. We need the thick fat, right? And then we need to change the item choice, where I think probably want to go because when we start drain punching, we're just gonna want to start drain punching, right? If we can just chuck, I think a metronome item might be decent on it. Where's my metronome? Thing is, there's lots of possibilities that could be good into this, so we might be at this for a little while, but it's fine. We got plenty of time. Where's the metronome? Am I just being blind? I've blatantly went past it, haven't I? Is it in my second box? Nope. It's not here. Not be on any VG mons. Ah, it's on Zapdos. Okay. Right, I'll give it to you just for a moment. Okay, so Hariyama at the moment. We'll test this out. Let's pray we don't get any Intimidate users to kind of start off the battle. Be nice for a change. Metronome was on Belly Bolt. Chat, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to rush and being blind. I appreciate the help. Kinda, we haven't tested Annihilate yet. Snorlax build, thick fat, 252 in attack, special defense, belly drum, heavy slam, iron head, Nisha and Sunny Day. Yeah, I think that could actually work as well, Joshua. The lax could be the option. We've got 2 Intimidators. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. I like raid build hypothesis from the other videos are being put into test during this stream. Yeah, I think knowing what it does now, the competitive absolutely crucifies you though if you get an Intimidate partner. And there isn't any way to get around the turn 0. The thick fat, I mean, that's +4, so we're in a good space if we don't get the Intimidate partner in Pokemon. Because the problem is the Intimidators, especially if they're like Taurus and they are Staraptor, they're going to get knocked out from that Blizzard turn 1. So they're going to cycle in again. It's going to be at +6 before you're even beginning the raid, so it's just like terrible. Golego may be good. I think you'd have to rely on just a nasty plot variant. So you would... This is really annoying me that I have to keep going in and switching. Registeel still might be a decent option as well, you know. the body press. We'll test that. We'll test the Hariyama first. The Registeel might actually be a really good option. The Intimidate is such a big problem. Because you can't even skill swap away before the Intimidate drops, which is like, that's why I think the Haze could be good, but you're still going to have to take that Blizzard initially. Whereas Glaceon could be an option here, but then you're really struggling with ways to hit it for super effective damage. I mean, Freeze Dry is an option. But it's not going to hit for super effective, is it? Because it's an ice type, not that. Tan, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much and keep it up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That really is super kind of you. Really appreciate the support and hope you continue to enjoy the rest of the raid. This is the other problem. Getting frozen. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. Right. Okay. We'll carry on because we'll go with it as if we weren't frozen. We'll just heal ourselves. We'll move on. Bronzong works. Yeah, I think the Bronzong could be a really good shout for it, you know? It was just very slow, but it's the first time we're going into the raid as well, so we probably wasted turns when we didn't need to. Right, there's the surf. Let's see how much this takes. Okay, that's not terrible. Right, sunny day. Grass knot. Not terrible damage. It's going to nullify the stats on our side of the field. So I guess this early part of the battle, we just concentrate on going for drain punches. It's going to heal a decent amount of damage, health back. And it's going to tick down a terrestrialization counter as well. And the thing is, as well, with this, we do have the metronome. So this could be the play where we... Whoosh, a flash cannon does a lot of damage. Where's it got that special attack boost from? I was like, yeah, that's... Yeah. I guess it's so difficult. You just need to be able to... This is going to knock us out. No. I mean, the metronome might allow us to work, but it's just like... These partner Pokemon are not being the most helpful in this situation where they're... Whatever move they've used, it's boosting the Empoleon's special attack. So it's +1. Can we take an attack though? That's the big thing. Hopefully we can. Do you know if it clears itself? It doesn't. Not until 50% health. That is the only time. So it will be after the shields broke. Probably a Shadow Ball drop, yeah. Can we take this? Oh, that's barely anything. But normal situations where it hasn't taken the boost, you're taking that, right? Like, so much easier than what you would be. The problem is the sun's going to run out. We're terrestrialized. There's the first time it nullifies our stats. Even the Ice Beam and +1 and Thick Fat still doing a lot of damage. Yeah, we just haven't got the damage output. And that +1. I mean, we're in a decent spot now where we can probably just spam the Drain Punch because the metronome's maxed out now. As long as we don't get the Empoleon like proccing that competitive boost anymore, we should be kind of fine to do this raid. It's just so slow. So slow again, you know. But Hariyama with Thick Fat definitely works because it's taking these ice type attacks pretty well considering. And this is a +1 Empoleon, so it is stronger than it would normally be. As you grab that frozen turkey. We haven't nabbed it yet. We got very close with Bronzong, but the time ran out. Nah, Empoleon's not impossible. We'll be able to do it. And this song is... This is Before the Story Delta Ruin. This is by Glitch X City and Hell Unite, I think. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, Glitch X City, check it out. They'll be on their channel. Created by them and another creator. Empoleon is a mutant. Empoleon easy, not super easy. It's a bit tricky because Intimidate really punishes you in this one. Like, and there's not a lot you can do to get around that. I don't even think you would have enough drain punches to get... Well, you might do once. See what this surf does. Yeah, not done. Hariyama not the build for this, unfortunately. I do think Vaporeon could be an option though. The grass knot's pretty nasty. Okay, so we'll scrub that for a moment. Should we try the Bronzong again? I feel like the Bronzong wasn't bad. Actually, let's scrub that. Let's try the Steel. Just the fact that Registeel, your stats get nullified early on makes it a little bit awkward. So I think we really need to think about what we're doing here. Whereas, like, setting up our stats so it's able to take moves is fine, but it's going to nullify those pretty early on and twice. That's why we had the problem with Bronzong, where it nullified our stats twice, which wasn't ideal. So you really want Sunny Day if you don't have Water Absorb, which feels a bit impossible to do because everything with Water Absorb or Storm Drain takes absolutely huge damage from the Grass Knot, right? And there isn't really anything that's going to be able to kind of take the Grass Knot well, especially if it gets boosted. Okay, so there's that. So we need Sunny Day. Sunny Day is a definite that we're going to need on it. Annihilate is something to consider. Just trying to look at the other options that we've got Pokemon available to us that might do a trick. Steel types really are the trick, I think. Bronzong with Sunny Day, it might be a better option. We skill swap and then just start Calm Minding. Does Bronzong get Nasty Plot? Because that would speed it up. It doesn't. No, it's just Calm Mind. But no. Okay. Maybe we don't Calm Mind with Bronzong. Maybe we just Sunny Day and Metal. The problem is with the Metal Sound, it's just we need 3 of them off. But I guess you'd be able to get 3 metal sounds off before the shield goes up. Maybe, potentially. Right. Let's try this. Let's just try something. I just don't feel like the Registeel's going to have room to set up. That's my only concern, I think, with this. Whereas Sunny Day over the Calm Mind could be a better option. We learned it. We've got it there. Okay, that's fine. Let's try this. Because we wasted so much time early on in the raid with Bronzong, like setting up the Calm Minds for them just to get nullified, and we're then knocked out. I'm just thinking if we skill swap turn 1, we Sunny Day, we Metal Sound 3 times, the shield goes up, and then we just spam Flash Cannon till we can Terastallize. Spam, spam, spam. The shield gets broke. We can then Metal Sound again 3 times. Keep the sun set up. It's not ideal with the Taurus coming out. I still think you need to come into the raid without an Intimidate user on your team. My Grumpig was Water Terror with skill swaps. No. Nice. That's an option as well, for sure. What moves is the Empoleon running? Empoleon has Surf, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Grass Knot. Snowscape, Blizzard, and Iron Defense. And I would recommend coming into the raids 100% making sure you don't have an Intimidate partner on your team. This will make it easier for going online and doing raids online for sure, because you can, like, everyone going into the raid can always make sure that there's no Intimidate there, right? We'll test this Bronzong out. Sonic 7, which is harder to beat this one on Mewtwo? Mewtwo, 100%. We just haven't like figured out the keys to Empoleon yet. It's definitely beatable. It's gonna like, we'll figure this out. It's gonna be easy to do once we know what works. Nothing like Mewtwo. But Mewtwo is like impossible. Which is just like, yeah. This is just annoying because it's classic though, right? Every time you come into a raid and you want an Intimidate partnering Pokemon in the raids, you never get one. It's like that catch-22. When you don't want one, you're getting one every time. I haven't tried Iron Hands yet, so that's something to definitely try out. I don't know if it's going to be able to stand up to Empoleon very well though. Might be okay. Would Contrary Malmo with superpower be a good option? It's not a bad option. I think the fact that you're not really able to expedite your special attack, special defense stat though, might be a little bit of an issue. Or just kind of keep the Empoleon in a contained situation. I'm using Koraidon, but it's freaking impossible. Yeah, I think the ice type attacks are really like gonna hurt Koraidon. Pot Dragon. Might try Snorlax. I think Snorlax is the one to fall back on though. If this fails, I think we look at Snorlax. I mean, we try the Annihilate. I'm not feeling super confident about it, but thick fat Snorlax feels like it could do a job into this one. No Intimidate. Perfect. Okay, let's test this. We got some good grounds here. Iron Hands work like a charm. Went down fairly quickly. And the Jets. What set did you use? Be interesting to know what you ran on it. Just to share with everyone else, really. It's a good strat. So there we go. Okay, so turn 1, we skill swap. I think we always have to do that. It's going to surf. That's fine. We'll get a defense boost here. We steal the competitive boost though, so that's the big thing for us. Now we Sunny Day. How much health have we got left? This is a problem. Oh, we got a good amount. Now we want to try and get 3 metal sounds off. If we can get 3 metal sounds off before the shield goes up, we're in business. There's 1 ice beam. Yeah, we're chunking those, so that's good. Two. Can we get 1 more? Come on, let us get this last one off. Because we know it's not nullifying the stats on its side of the field until its shield's gone. We should be able to get 1 more off. There we go. So, -6 special defense, which is great. So if we can get an attack off this next turn, especially before the shield goes up potentially, we'll be probably able to run through this pretty quickly. So this might be the way to do this. This should give us a good chunk of health back. Not as much as you kind of like to see. The shield probably go up now. But the fact that we're not getting knocked out as well is a huge thing in this raid. I think that's a huge key. There's the stats nullified on our side of the field. Sunny Day is gone now, so we just keep a check on that, because I think that's important to keep that Sunny Day up on the field if we can. Just because if the Sunny Day goes down, the surf's going to hit us for way more damage than we really want it to be. So it's good to keep an eye on that Sunny Day in effect. Now this isn't going to do that much damage, but the fact is we're going to be able to Terastallize maybe the next turn, this turn, maybe. And then we should be able to kind of expedite our damage. No, we got one more turn after this. So the next turn after this. I mean, our raid time is still pretty good for the Empoleon. But there's still the caveat that you're going to have to not have an Intimidate user on your side of the field, because I still think it punishes you. Even if you get the skill swap off, it's going to give it the competitive boost. But now we can terrestrialize. Now our damage should be in a good spot. Now the Bronchung should run through. Decidueye the Unrivaled, how are you doing? I hope you are good, my friend. What about Body Press Bronzong? Could be a good option as well. But you're spending time setting up, and I think that was the whole problem with the Bronzong, where it slowed it down, where you're spending those times setting up and it nullifies your stat boost pretty early on. Like, Iron Defense isn't too bad, and then now we're terrestrialized. That's not bad damage. It's not terrible damage. It's not brilliant, but it could be better. There's the Iron Defense. Okay, that's fair enough. But that means nothing to us because we're hitting on the special side. So another reason why maybe hitting on the special side's a little bit better, because that Iron Defense would slow you down as well. Yeah, so I think generally speaking, right, it's remove the negative effects from itself there. So that's when it does it 50%. We can break the shield, hopefully break the shield with this next flash cannon. It's just a shame it hasn't got any attacks which can proc our competitive ability, because that would be really helpful in this situation, where if we got our competitive ability procced. Yeah, this is going to be tricky getting this final bit of the shield knocked out. And if a surf comes out here, that's going to be the end of us, and there's nullifying stats on our side of the field again. But we need the sunny day setup. So hopefully this surf doesn't, yeah, it's not knocking us out. But another one might, so we probably need to heal cheer at this point. I mean, we could risk it. Okay, so that's just gone. So we are getting taken down. So this is still not like, it's still not the best way to do it. That's better. Just not having the calm mind. Yeah, because it's going to take us ages to chip through this bit of the shield now. This is why the calm mind would have been better. So Arceus gets skill swap. I don't think so. No, it doesn't. Skill swap's the right idea with it, I think, to do. The Gallade might work as well, you know. The Gallade could be an option. Because you're not relying on the metal sound then, you're just relying on... yeah, this is not the play. This is not the play. Yeah, I feel like Vaporeon might have a hard time against the Grass Knot. Enhance solo as long as you don't have bad RNG with Intimidate. That's interesting to know. It's a shield broke anyway here. You need Belly Bolt for the Iron Hands to work because of the light screen. That makes sense. Beat with Hariyama, kept paralyzing it. I mean that, yeah, that would be a way to get around it too. I mean the Bronzong will work. It's just again it's very slow because we're going to be able to get these metal sounds off now and get it down to the point we're just not terrestrialized. So it's going to be like to the wire once again, you know. And we've only been knocked out once here, so it's just very slow. I just want the Bronzong to work so much, but I just don't think it's the play. The only thing that make me think maybe Registeel might work. Registeel gets Sunny Day, which it does. Okay. Registeel could work, but we need Sunny Day on it and not Amnesia. Yeah, so the Bronzong's a bit of a bust. It can work, I think, but it's not the best. Said you either rivaled. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. How is your Thursday evening going? Beat it with Annihilate, Sunny Day, Focus Energy, Drain Punch, Fighting Terror, hold a Metronome, Sunny Day, turn 1, Focus Energy, turn 2, Spam Drain Punch. Josh, it's probably the best way to do it because you're not messing around then. I think you still need a little bit of help with the Intimidate support. No Intimidate support. I think that's the way to do it. Let's try that Annihilate. Focus Energy's interesting though instead of the bulk up. I do like that. Remember move. Where are we? Focus Energy. We do learn it. I guess because the crits are quite nice as well, and then you kind of ignore. Yeah, you do ignore a bunch of stuff. Then we'll try the Glade. It's frustrating about the Bronzong. It's just not the. It just doesn't feel like it's just the way. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. Amanda, thank you so much for the subscribe. You get an Intimidate teammate, get out and go back in. Yeah, 100%. Like, get out of there. So sorry, you need a couple of things to happen. You definitely don't need Intimidate. Is able to solo with Magina. Nice. That's actually a really nice one. Thought Snorlax with Thick Fat, Heavy Slam, Sunny Day. I think Snorlax could be actually a good one because I feel like it could tank the hits with Sunny Day as well. Belly Drum potentially. Get Screech as well, but you're not going to use that in this raid. Okay, so no Intimidator here, which is great. This is the most RNG based 7-star raid. I feel like it is, yeah. Just did it with your Hariyama set, but Cloak, Focus Energy of a bulk up. That's pretty nice, Elflamingo. I think the Focus Energy is the thing that's probably going to be what we have to rely on in this, you know. Christian, how are you doing? Darkness Dragon with Metagross work. Potentially, I think Metagross gets Sunny Day as well. So, turn 1 Sunny Day. Pretty sure Metagross gets Sunny Day. Yeah, it does. So yeah, Metagross could be an option. So there's the Sunny Day. Focus Energy. And let's go to town. Michael, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. The only problem with the Snorlax or the other big Pokemon is Grass Knot. Yeah, that's true, because the heavier you are, the more that move is doing. Right. Volcanion work, potentially. I don't have a Volcanion on my Scarlet though, which is the problem. I don't think Superior is going to work at all, unfortunately, just because the Superior is going to get nuked by the Ice type attacks. We need some crit drain punches. There's one. I mean, the recovery's nice. And I guess the thing is, it can't nullify our Focus Energy either, which is good, but it's hitting us for like ridiculous damage every time. So we need to be like keeping up with it when the shield goes up. But this is our third one, so we should be able to Terrasilize the next turn, which will kind of keep us in that point where we can just continually do this. Star, thank you so much for the subscribe. I really appreciate it, my friend. It's just when the sun runs out that Surf's going to do quite a lot of damage. But then again, it's probably just doing the same amount with the Blizzard, and that seems to be hitting constantly at the moment. So we can Terrasilize, we'll see. This might be just the play. Old Ape might be the answer to this one. Arceus with Acid Spray and Fighting Plate, definitely not. No way. Unless you've got, like, you're doing it online with others and you have someone that can skill swap before you start acid spraying, because otherwise you're just going to proc that the competitive ability every time you use the acid spray. It's not really advisable, because the Empoleon, when it's +6, is going to be doing too much damage. Too much damage. See how much this surf does. This is warrant setting the sun up. Not really. I think we just spam the drain punch from this point on. Type P if you love Pokemon. I would type P right now. Solgaleo Terrestrial. Yeah. Be interesting to know what set though on it. The Malamar might work for sure. Naj, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. That is so kind of you. I cannot say how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, it might just be the quickest way to do it, where you're just not really doing anything, just button mashing solo. There's not really too much to it. I mean, the iron defense here isn't ideal, but like, Naj, thank you so much again, my friend, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. You can kind of bypass the iron defense with crits, but it's just landing the crits that's going to be the problem. It's just very slow to get through this part of the raids. But once that shield's gone, it's going to be kind of fine. Just at this stage, getting a bit dicey with how close we're getting to. We're taking more damage than we can recover back, so it's going to get to the point where we're going to have to set the sunny day up. Kind of needed to go for an ice beam. Yeah, this is tricky here. We need a crit. Yeah, so it's a little bit RNG dependent, I think, in this situation. Yeah, the iron defense messes you up completely. Just beat it first try. Teammate did skill swap first turn, and then acid spray and judgment, fight and play murdered it. Nice. Yeah. I think online that's a good strategy. Managed to catch most of the 7-star features. Keep up the great work, Osirus. Cool. Thank you so much, my friend. That is so appreciated. This is a problem here, where you're going to get into this situation where after the iron defense, you're going to rely on a critical hit. We get one, which is actually huge, because we could have had one in the run up to that, but you do need one at some point to break that shield. Otherwise the surf damage there is going to be too... Okay, so it ice beams, and I think if you've got an opening like this, you break your metronome. That's the only problem though. Like, if we stop using the drain punch, we break our momentum with metronome, so we kind of have to keep locked into it. See how much this does. If we get another crit, we're kind of... Yeah, you're going to rely on crits to knock it out from this point after the iron defense. Yeah. I think you need drain punch plus sunny day plus bulk up. I think the bulk up might actually be the thing that you need here. It's at least just 2 of them, just to nullify that the iron defense, because yeah, you're just not... You're really relying here on crits. I think the Annihilate is actually the build to go with, but I think you need bulk up of a Rage Fist. I think Rage Fist is not needed here. Just beat it first try. Teammate did skill swap. Nice, no challenge. What about Razor Fang? Scope Lens. To increase the crit chances, because the metronome, I think, yeah, it's probably actually a better shout, you know. Just metronome ends up doubling the base power of the move, but the crits bypass the boost, so it's kind of like one of those where you're like, okay, which one is better in this situation? We should have a scope lens here. Only 27 of them. I'm going to give it to Hariyama, and then we'll swap it with Harry. Okay. And then we'll go back for the bulk up. Over Rage Fist. Yeah, and I think this is maybe the set that we go for on Annihilate. With the Scope Lens. Scope Lens, Focus Energy. Yeah. So turn 1. Let's hope we don't get any Intimidate supporters alongside us. Turn 1 Sword Stance. Turn 2 Focus Energy. I think we Drain Punch, Drain Punch, Drain Punch. Terrasilize, Drain Punch. Probably Sunny Day in between there. And then we get the opportunity. Once it's nullified our stats, I think then we bulk up twice. I think that's where we find room to bulk up twice. Bebum, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. How are you doing, my friend? Sorry. So feel free to come check out my channel. I'm sure you're going to like it. I have free pass from Late to steal some of his subs. If they speak Arabic. Of course you do, Bebum. I hope you're well, my friend. How's the rest up been? There we go. Sorry, just in mid-brain process. I think Bronzong isn't bad. I just feel like not quite nailed the set yet, and whether or not we're giving it enough time. I think the skill swap's very good, right? The metal sound works. It's just getting the you need the boost as well, but then if you have you can't then have Sunny Day alongside it. Whereas I feel like, do you need the Sunny Day, or could you get away with the Calm Minds? You know, it's a trick. It's really tricky. But there you go, Naj. Hit it from the man himself. Yeah, I feel skill swaps like a must, you know, for most of the time. This is where we don't want to be using the bulk ups. I think this is where we can rely on the Scope Lens to just help us out and get to the point where we can terrestrialize here. Keep an eye on the sun in the field, and then we can expedite our damage with the bulk ups when we're in a better position after we've terrestrialized. Yeah, and that's like 2 crits in a row. So the Scope Lens definitely helping us out in this situation here. The Empoleon raid is trickier and trickier and keeps getting trickier and trickier. It is a tricky raid. For sure. I think a lot of things need to be set. It's the most RNG dependent one, I would say. Someone said that already, but it feels like it definitely is. So we need to keep an eye on the sun. I think that's really important for us in this raid in general, because we don't want to get caught out. And we've got a light. Who set the light screen up? The belly bolt. So that makes a huge difference here. That makes a huge difference. It really does. We need to wait till it nullifies the stats on our side of the field. Once it's done that, there's the ice beam. I think next turn we set up the Sunny Day, because it automatically will lock in to a surf next turn. But then we can terrestrialize, Drain Punch, and hopefully be in a position where we can bulk up twice, because then when it does come to Iron Defense, I mean, like, jeez. That's without, okay, so there's that without the light screen in effect. I think it was. Yeah. Now we can terrestrialize. If we get a crit here, puts us full health, which we should do. Yeah, so Belly Bolt's a really useful one to have for that light screen. Iron Hands works, full PP, Drain Punch, Sword Stance when opportune. Yeah, I think actually you're right with the Iron Hands could definitely be a play. And Annihilate Blend Reversal. I would imagine so, yes. Oof. Grass Knot. Now it's getting to the point where, are we going to be able to recover enough to get a Drain Punch set up? This is where the problem is with not having the metronome. Like, damage is kind of capped out here. Whereas with the metronome, we were doing... Because with the metronome, you can stack the critical hit as well. Whereas... Yeah. The metronome might just be the better item, really. Like, you're getting way... Your crit rate's, like, way higher. But this will probably knock us out now. Bronzong is the player with Belly Bolt. Yeah, I would say probably it is going to be the play, I think. Does your Switch need to update? I updated earlier on today, so I have updated. I tried it with Registeel and it'll work, but it'll be really close. I think the thing with the Registeel that puts me off wanting to commit to it is it's very based around the setup of your stats, where it's just going to nullify them, and then you kind of have to be in that loop of setting them up again. Yeah, I do feel like the metronome's a bit stronger. The critical hits are nice because they're going to get around the iron defense for sure. So maybe after it does iron defense, it's kind of not terrible. So the iron defense here, this shouldn't make any difference if we continue to crit. This is where it comes in a little bit better, where we'll be able to break the shield a lot quicker after that iron defense, which is where we kind of surpass the metronome, I guess, as an item. Because the next turn the shield should break, and then we should be able to start doing a lot more damage every turn. We can take the surf. Just about. And then the belly bolt using the light screen again. So now, yeah, with the belly bolt, when you've got the belly bolt in your party, you're going to be super fine in this raid. Is that not a crit? Was it? It was a crit. King of Mexico, yeah. You've got the patience. That's the key to it, I think, my friend. Yeah. And now we should be able to crit our way to victory. Not quite, not quite. We still need the bulk ups. I think if we've got room to get a bulk up off, which we don't really with the raid timer at this stage. But we can get a sunny day up. And then maybe a bulk up. How much is this going to do? Okay. Oh, double surf. No chance of that bulk up then at this point. Yeah, so I feel like the sunny day is like mandatory in this as well. Kiddick, what are you using? Leftovers to increase health. Shell Bell. Now we can go for the bulk up here. Use fire, Tera, max special defense and special attack sunny day weather ball Vaporeon. There we go, Manuel. Doing it. Shell Bell. Fire Terra, max special defense and special attack sunny day weather ball Vaporeon. That's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Why run bulk up of a sword stance? Can annihilate learn sword stance? No, I don't think it can. I think it's only bulk up. Otherwise, yeah, it would have been a good option. Yeah, but the crit bypasses the iron defense boost, so you kind of we should be negating that. But I mean, when it's double attacking like that, you got no chance. You got no chance. Yeah, the Vaporeon build sounds like it's the one. Manuel coming in with it. Shell Bell. Let me just grab this. I think the Vaporeon build sounds like it could be the one. Could definitely be the one. Yeah, we tried the Bronzong builds, Miles. It's doable. It's just very, very slow. I think we would have got taken down if we'd done the 2 bulk ups instead of the sunny day. Right, let's find Vaporeon. I think we're gonna have to go and do some right, Vaporeon. Tera Fire. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Shell Bell, held item. Weather Ball. I'm guessing Calm Mind on it. Water Absorb for sure, so we need to change that first off. Not hydration. Yeah, you want Water Absorb on it. So yeah, just as regular ability. Let's try this. Let's see. I don't think we want Fake Tears on it. I think Calm Mind. Rain Dance? No, we want Sunny Day. Which we don't have. Do we have the TM? That would speed things up slightly. If we do, we're gonna have to make it. I bet we're gonna have to go and hunt for material. Someone try max special defense, max special attack, water absorb with Wish, Sunny Day, Weather Ball. With Wish. So you're not boosting up at all when you're using the Vaporeon. Kind of interesting. Me too works. Nice. Yeah, it does learn Sunny Day. Weirdly enough. Yeah, 100%. It was on the list of Pokemon I've got like just right here that I was looking at before. I was like, it's so strange. Vaporeon learns Sunny Day. Right. Yeah, because I guess when you terastallize, yeah, you aren't affected by the grass knot. You aren't affected by anything. It's the way to go. It's like the perfect strat, really. We need Weather Ball as well. I think that's a normal. There we go. So Weather Ball's a TM as well. We don't need the Surf. We definitely don't need the Fake Tears. I guess you could go Wish on it. Because then you've got the recovery for sure. Just trying to think of what else. Like Light Screen could be an option. Acid Armor for defense, not really going to help too much. Does it get Amnesia? It's Haze. Huh. Not so good with your Calm Minds. I feel like it should get Amnesia. But I guess you got the Calm Mind, so it doesn't really matter too much there. I guess Aqua Ring could be better just for just a little bit of constant recovery. me just have a quick look to see what else Vaporeon gets access to, because I'm sure there'll be something that could be quite useful. Right. Wish is a decent option. Just once Aqua Ring's set up, it's recovering you like a 16th of your health the rest of the game, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna go the Aqua Ring, I think, at the moment, because we can play around with it after that. I don't know if we'll get room to use it too much. I guess the thing that we are going to need to do though is max that Weather Ball PP out, because that's only 10 PP. And you are going to rely on, I mean, you could go Tera Blast instead of Aqua Ring. Yeah, Tera Blast might not be a bad shout actually over... Where is Tera Blast? Because then it gives you a backup and you're not relying on the sun being up at that point either. So that might be a way to get around that, I think. So, Terra Fire Vaporeon. This is brilliant, Manuel. What a great idea. Does that mean all of the evolutions get multiple weather setups? Yeah, pretty much. Lumpy and Bebum, I'm gonna have to go back to my video, bro. Good luck with the Vaporeon build, I believe. Thank you, mate. And great to see you as always, my friend. Good luck with the video, and hopefully I'll catch up with you very soon. Is this the most wacky thing I've done in one of these? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. And also, chat, don't forget to like the stream. 829 viewers and only 160 likes. Chat, come on, we can do better than that. What can we get to? Should we set the goal at? I mean, I would like to set the goal at 300. I feel like that's just being greedy though. If you're enjoying this stream, drop down, hit that little thumbs up. It would be amazing. I'd appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 250. That would be, I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much. But I appreciate all the support, regardless if you drop a like or not. It's really appreciated. Well, Pokemon is best. Well, we're still figuring out, but we might have the answer very soon. We'll see how this works out. But it might be Vaporeon, oddly enough. Just used it. Oh, Shell Bell. No way. This is Den eluding us. Try and Shell Bell Volcanion out. Let us know how it goes. Still feel like there's legs in the Bronzong. Okay, so let's try the Vaporeon. I guess the problem with the Vaporeon is early on we're gonna have to get through the grass knot stuff. Thank you so much, Jacob. I really appreciate that, my friend. And chat, we got 250 likes. Thank you so much. You chat, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. Always liked it first thing. Thank you, Regina. I hope you're well as well. Great to see you. And Ox, how are you doing, mate? What's the EV spread? Should have had a look at that, because it might not be optimal for this. We'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. Monty, thank you so much for the subscribe. I mean, that's a really good sign when we're chunking the blizzard like that. So sunny day, turn 1. I guess we just chase the Terra early on in this raid. I think that's all we're gonna do, is chase the fact that we can terastallize and just weather ball here. And as soon as we can terastallize, it's gonna want to go for the surf. And then once it's nullified stats, we can Calm Mind It's just about getting to the point where we can terastallize. It's good. It's boosted, it's competitive. It's just taking a boost though. +2. I think that's the Mudsdale, which is not ideal. Otherwise, if that competitive doesn't get activated, I feel like the Vaporeon is a genius strat. So, I mean, we're still taking it pretty comfortably. It's +2. We're going to be able to terastallize after this turn. So if we can just survive this turn, we don't see any more competitive boosts. We're going to be able to terastallize. We're going to be in a good spot. Oh my gosh, that's +2. Right, so Sunny Day is still in effect. We terastallize, get some big. We haven't even set up yet. Use Haze. Yeah, Haze isn't actually a really good option as well, because it doesn't conflict with the Calm Mind, because we're not going to be doing the Calm Mind till later. So that might be better than Terra Blast, to be honest. Haze. Not the best damage, but it's not terrible. Oof. 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 Kind of want it to go for the Surf. That's what we kind of want it to go for here, to heal us. But I don't think it's going to go for the Surf because of our Water Absorb ability. Because yeah, here we want the Sunny Day up. I think we'll get knocked out unless it goes for after our Terra and goes Surf. Nah, this will knock us out. Okay, so I think you go Haze, and then in any situation you're going to be able to nullify those stats, and you just rely on the Sun and then Weather Ball. Use Haze for those unexpected partner boosts. Yeah, Surf did hit me through. My ability is Water Absorb. Yeah, there'll be a turn where it nullifies your ability. There'll be one turn where it will nullify your stats and ability, and the ability for that turn will go, and that is, I guess, where it's dangerous, and that's why you'll need the Sun in effect. So I think Haze is there just in case you need it. So I remember move because it's a learn move, Haze. And this keeps it in check. And I think this set is probably the one. Right, let's have a look at the EV spread on it. What have we got set up? Yeah, special defense, special attack, modest nature. Okay, so that's perfect. Water Absorb, Weather Ball, Haze, Calm Mind, Sunny Day. Max PP on the Weather Ball. Right, let's try it. Come on, Vaporeon. Let's do this. I really want this to work. Kai, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, mate. I think this might work, so we'll see how this run goes. We might need to... I don't think there's really much other to do. Like, we haven't got an Intimidator here, so that's perfect. That is ideal. We just don't want the competitive ability being procced, but if it does, we've got Haze to get around that, so that's kind of fine. We'll see the Blizzard come out here. I guess the worst case scenario here is we get Froze. But if you get through this turn and there's no freeze, then you're kind of fine. We set the Sunny Day up. We're always going to outspeed the Empoleon as well, which is nice. Just got a better base speed stat than it. Grass Knots are going to be the big problem early on in the raid. So this is where we just chase going for that terastallization. We should be able to heal up enough to keep us in check. We got a defense boost here, which is generic normally for every raid that you go into, so this should do less damage. And then 2 more Grass Knots, Terastallize, Weather Ball. Do the damage that we need. problem with that Sylveon using the Moonblast as well, that's a dangerous Pokemon to have in this raid, because the Moonblast can proc the Defiant and competitive, which it has done. So I guess in these situations is where we would go Haze, right? We'd say Haze, we're going to take another Grass Knot for our trouble. We're going to be in a bit more of an awkward position. But I guess even if we get knocked out, we're just chasing the point of being able to Terastallize. I don't know if this is going to be enough to get us in a position where we're not going to get knocked out by Grass Knot. Yeah, I think this knocks us out. So that's worst case scenario if you've got to use Haze along the route here to the setup. Because if you don't need to spend a turn hazing, then you're going to be able to Terastallize, kind of get yourself out of trouble, get the damage back that you need, to recover. Now it's nullified the stats and abilities on our side of the field. This probably works out better because we've got that stall. We can come back onto the field, Terastallize, and Calm Mind, which is then going to set us up to be able to do the damage that we need later in this game. So, Sun is gone from the field, yeah. But I still think we Terastallize and Calm Mind here. Thank you so much to everyone for the likes. We hit 300, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Sylveon Moonblast might be an issue. Yeah, I feel like the Sylveon Moonblast is definitely going to be an issue here. It has Charm too. Sylveon is not the partner that we want in this raid. And there's a competitive boost, which is the problem, right? It's only +1 at the minute, so it's not terrible. So we can Calm Mind again. Because it really doesn't have a way. Once we Terastallize and we're in this like spot now where we're so healthy and we've got these Calm Minds we're starting to set up, it's not really got a way to be able to hit us for any damage at all. Because it cannot rely. I guess here we just can Calm Mind a few times. And then we Sunny Day, and then we can just Weather Ball our way through the shield. So even if it is getting the competitive boosts, kind of alright, I feel. Maybe. And then yeah, Surfs, Water Absorb. We don't worry about that at all. Calm Mind again. And then Sunny Day next turn. Bam. So even in a situation where these competitive boosts are can attack you. Okay, you guys are doing a raid. I'm reading into it. Yeah, so even if you're in a situation where these competitive boosts are getting procs, it's +2 here, but we are +4 now in our special defense and special attack. And now the only caveat is for this, you're going to need the Sunny Day setup. The Haze is kind of important, I think, in the early game of this raid. There's the Ice Beam. Fine. And now... Ah, it's nullifying them. How dare you, Empoleon. Okay. So we maybe got a little bit greedy. We maybe should have gone 3 Calm Minds, then the Sunny Day, and then attacked. Whereas we went 4, which is probably a little bit too greedy in that situation. Yeah, the Empoleon has competitive. And it's getting procced quite frequently by that Sylveon. But this is a really, I think this is the build. It's just getting the timing right with your Calm Minds, not getting overcompensating too much with when to click the attack button. Because you can see like our raid time has gone down pretty quick here. So we're running out of time. Sunny Day, we got 1 more turn left. But it's literally got no way to hit you. We got 2 turns of Sun we can utilize. Okay, so that's fine. So we might be able to, maybe able to break the shield now. Yeah, so if we had those 4 under our belt, we'd be laughing. Okay, so I think this is the one. I go 3 Calm Minds before it nullifies stats. Yeah, nah, I think that's the key. not getting greedy in the raid is a huge, because I think, well, the shield would be gone now. We'd be halfway to beating this. I think that this is going to clear it up anyway, but this should break. Brandon, thank you so much for the subscribe. I just feel like this is the build, but it's just, like I say, getting the timings right with when to start attacking and keeping an eye on the sun as well, because the sun is not in effect now, so we need to spend a turn just getting that sun up. JD, thank you so much for the subscribe, appreciate it. And karate black belt as well. Karate black belt Aaron, thank you. Brennan, thank you all for the subscribes. So the sun up, and now, yeah, it's just gonna be, should be plain sailing from here. But the problem is, because we got a little bit greedy earlier on, it slowed us down loads. The shield broken, but I honestly feel like this one just feels so consistent. Negative effect for itself, which is fine. The ice beam, and this, I'm sure it's like +4 at this stage. Yeah, it's +4. It's crazy. See how much this is doing. Can we get it in 3? Or is it going to be 4 after that shield's down? 3, we should get it. Mew, skill swap, acid spray. That's a nice one. I like that. I think the Vaporeon's actually the build, you know. I really do. I have faith in this. It's going to just like wipe it out. The Empoleon cannot do anything to the Vaporeon once you terastallize, and it's easy enough to get yourself in a position. Like, we could have done this way quicker with this Vaporeon, but we got greedy in one place and it's cost us so much time. Yeah, this is just the build. This is just the build, I think. And the nice thing is there we go. Whoosh. Critical hit. It would have taken 2 more, but we would have done it. I think Vaporeon, like doing it a bit more optimally, turn-wise, Vaporeon's going to be quick. And I don't think there's any danger of ever getting knocked out either by the Empoleon throughout the raid. Once you're past that initial kind of, we'll go Beast Ball, since we got a bunch of them. Yeah. Once you're past that initial setup stage with the Vaporeon, you're golden. Laughing Jester, catch it in a Beast Ball. Okay, so the Vaporeon is the way to do it for sure. Gotta give a huge shout out to Manuel for this, because Manuel was the one in chat that came in and mentioned Terrifier Vaporeon. So there's some nice items that we've got here, and we'll respawn it. We'll do it again and see how quick we can do it in. Other than the random crit that dropped you pretty low. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Anyone try Iron Hands yet? We haven't tried Iron Hands yet. Use Magina with Sunny Day screens. Right, let's get this. I bet Magina is super good. Let's get this raid back up. Also think this would be great Pokemon for doing it online as well. I think so, yeah. I think this is just generally probably the best Pokemon for this raid in general. Just with the coverage that it's got from the haze, I think you can undo, even if you get Intimidate starters, it's not going to make too much of a difference where you're going to have to keep coming in and out of the raid. Where you can just undo those boosts, because you're not calm minding until that second phase of the battle anyway, so it's kind of fine. Yeah, Mew skill swap and acid spray and hope the allies hit hard. Right, let's do this. So for this is the Vaporeon build. Level 100. Hyper trained. Make sure its IVs are all 31. Water, normal type, Terra type fire, Shell Belt as the held item, Doesn't need to be shiny. It needs the water absorbability 100%. Moveset, Sunny Day, Calm Mind, Haze, and Weather Ball. Make sure you PP max the Weather Ball, because if you don't, you might run out of them throughout the raid, although you should be fine either way, but just to be safe. And then EV spread is going to be 252 EVs in special attack, 252 EVs in special defense, and a modest nature. The rest bunged into HP, and that is going to be your Vaporeon good to go. And we'll jump in now. I'll show you how to do this if you want to know, but I think this is the build. Did it solo with the Mew build? I think the Mew build's really nice. I think the Vaporeon's an interesting one, because the Vaporeon is something that everyone's got access to. Not everyone has access to Mew, although everyone should have access to Mew because it was the raid event earlier. So turn 0, when it comes in, it is going to set up the Snowscape, hail onto the field, and it's going to fire off a Blizzard. If you've got an Intimidator, it is probably a good idea to just reset the raid, although you can nullify any boosts with Haze. So just keep an eye on the Empoleon throughout the raid. Make sure that it's competitive, isn't getting activated too much. If it is, then you can just nullify that with Haze. The only problem in this turn 0 is getting frozen, which is like a big problem. But turn 1, you're just going to want a Sunny Day. That is going to override the Snowscape, and it's going to mean that you're going to have access now to your Weather Ball. You'll take a Grass Knot, but this is kind of fine because we're just chasing at this point. You can see there the competitive got activated. Now it is like +2, so this stage is probably worth going for the Haze, right? Just to make sure that you're not taking too much damage from it at this point in the battle. It's going to Grass Knot again, and you probably are going to get maybe knocked out, maybe not, but we're chasing Terastallizing. This is a problem where you're getting that competitive boost. Yeah, every time. What is activating it? Is it the Mudsdale? Yeah, that's just terrible. Vaporeon is better fire type than Flareon. Can you use Goldingo for that? I don't know. Goldingo might be alright for it. I don't know. I think if you've got Mudsdale, it's probably not the partnering Pokemon. Has it got like... What is it where it lowers? Is it Mud Slap that lowers the accuracy? Potentially. Rock Smash. Maybe lowers the defense. Mew Skill Swap, Acid Spray twice, and Aurora Sphere. And Glaceon. Glaceon's a nice one. So the Mew build. We'll try the Mew after this. The skill swap. It's that Garganical. That's kind of annoying if it is the Garganical. Guessing we go fighting Tera Mew. Sunny Day as well. Sunny Day is probably the play on it. Okay, so Sunny Day. And then the Mew would be special defense, special attack, EVs, being modest nature. Okay, we'll try the Mew after this. I like the sound of the Mew. You have Vaporeon, can tank Empoleon with Calm Mind, 252 EVs. Water Absorb, should have no Intimidate partner when going in solo. I think that's the best idea about it, yeah. 100%. So, at this stage, I think we just chase the Terastallization, because you just want to make sure that you're getting to the Terastallization. The sooner you get to that Fire Terra type, the better, right? It's missing so many unusual Pokemon. You can learn Sunny Day. I know, right? It's crazy. Like Glaceon. You think, how's that thing learn Sunny Day? Especially even like Vaporeon, really. Shiny Stardust. Are we online? We're not online. We're doing this solo in game at the moment. But I think the Vaporeon build, if you haven't got a Mew, the Vaporeon's going to be the one that you that you want to use. I think the key things are just to keep an eye on the amount of sun turns that you've got. And then keep an eye on the competitive boosts that the Empoleon's getting as well throughout the raid. If it's getting anywhere near past like +2, you probably want to haze them away. What about Ogapon? Well, it's going to take neutral damage from the ice type attack, so I think that's probably one of the reasons why probably... Ogapon might not be a bad shout. It gets a special defense boost when it terastallizes, but when you terastallize, you lose the water absorb, but it's not really going to use water absorb against you, the surf against you at that point anyway. It's kind of tricky. You're kind of at this stage just waiting for it to nullify. There we go. Stats and changes. And you've got room now to use Calm Mind 3 times before it nullifies the stats on your side of the field. So you can get some good chunky damage off. But I think 3's the max. So Calm Mind 3 times. And then you're going to have to set up the Sun once. And then you can attack before it'll nullify the stats on our side of the field. If it does go for the Surf, then it makes life so much easier for us. Mew does not need Sunny Day. What do you do for the 4th? Just nothing. Just nothing. Just don't need it. Don't need a 4th move. Yeah, Meloette, I can. And is the Sunny Day still in effect? Because the only problem with the Weather Ball is you need the Sun in effect, and when it's not in effect, Weather Ball's a normal type attack, and that is not going to be helpful at all. Jan, we got it. Yeah, we're just running through a bit more of an optimal way to run the raid, to do it quicker with Vaporeon. So Weather Ball, let's see how much this does. +3 should do a decent amount under the sun. Terastallized. Not brilliant. And it's going to nullify our stats now. But this is what I mean, like, we're not in any danger of getting knocked out by anything that it's got access to. I mean, we get 2 off, so that's not terrible. And then the shield will be broken next turn. So if it doesn't nullify our stats here, we've got the shield, and then it's going to be pretty quick to wrap up from this point on. Okay, so this is the way. So this is like super fine. Let's break the shield. Then it probably will nullify our stats. But I mean, the raid timer, pretty decent. We can Calm Mind 3 times again, 4 times maybe. Move negative effects from itself, that's fine. Sun's still in effect. So I guess this is all we need to kind of, yeah, worry about really here at this point. Yeah, I really like this build though. We've not had the second nullified stat, so that's kind of nice at this stage. Yeah, so this is way speedier. There we go. Nullifying our stats on our side of the field. So at this stage, yeah, we can just Calm Mind up again a couple of times. And then it's done. Can you catch another one doing it the time skip? No, unfortunately not. It's like 1 per save file. White Charisma. So yeah, you can't catch multiples, unfortunately. If you have a separate game altogether, you can. But you can run through the raid for the item drops, which is always useful. Be interesting to see how quick the Mew can do it in comparison. I imagine the Mew's probably very quick at doing this raid, because the acid spray is a nice thing about this. Like the skill swap acid spray, because you're lowering the defenses and you're chasing your terastallization at the same time, so you're kind of meeting 2 in the middle where it's like very quick to do, right? But this is a great set. This is a great set. Kyle, how are you doing, my friend? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Having fun with Vaporeon here. What would the Mewtwo build be? I would imagine it's Aura Sphere, Acid Spray, and Skill Swap. We'll jump into a raid after this with it. So we just need to set the Sunny Day up, and we're going to be able to close this one up. Maybe two, maybe... I would say two. I would say two. Two weather balls, and then you're fine. So you don't really need to max out the PP either with the weather ball. See how many this takes. 2, 3 probably. Doing pretty good. Getting ready to try out the raid. Forgot it came out today. Nice, mate. Nice. Definitely try the Vaporeon build. The Vaporeon build's very good. You aren't gonna lose. It's just very close with the time, as you can see. But it's consistent. We're gonna try a Mew build in a second, so that one I think probably might be a little bit faster, but this one's solid. This is definitely, I can give it a stamp of approval to say this one's the definitely one that you want to build in game. Vaporeon everyone has available, so there we go, done and dusted. Very close though. It's all, I'm doing good, my friend. How are you doing? Great to see you on the stream. Sorry if I'm asking again, but what would you do for the Registeel set? I think the Registeel can work. I think you just got to have patience. It probably will take a little bit of time to get down to the point where it is doing the damage. But the Registeel, I would probably go with Sunny Day Amnesia, Iron Defense, and Body Press is probably what I would go with. Can I put Shiny Mewtwo into Violet from home? Yes, you can. Right, so we need a Mew, and we can do the Mew. Let's find where our Mew is. Was that Mightiest Mark Mew? We could use that. It's the Mightiest Mark. Oh, it's fighting Terra type already. Look at that. It's convenient. Huh. Okay, I know what I was doing with this Mew. This is a little while ago. Alright, that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny with the Lancet Berry, which is an absolute pain to get. I guess we could go. Yeah, okay, we can go a Nasty Plot on it as well, which is definitely what we want to be doing. Okay, we need Skill Swap. This is probably a TM. So we are going to have to, unless we've got Skill Swap, which I doubt we've got Skill Swap, we probably need to go and craft it. I guess you could go Haze as well, but you probably don't necessarily need to. Man, Mew learns way too many moves. It's like the entire list of TMs. Right, we need to go craft. Let's go see. I guarantee I'm going to need materials to go and get Skill Swap. What's Vaporeon's ability in nature? So the ability is Water Absorb. The ability is going to be the nature. Nature is going to be Modest. And the ability is Water Absorb. Skill Swap. Where are you? Skill Swap. We don't need to. We've got enough. This never happens to me. I'm always like, oh my god, I've got to go and find some Flittles or something like that. Right. Okay. Draining Kiss. We'll get rid of you. Just beat the raid with 3 Slot King support and 1 Goldinger. Nice. Very nice. I like it a lot. Okay, so the Mew. Let's have a look. What do we got? Probably Special Defense we want instead of the HP. Let's see what we've got. Are we gonna have to make a trip somewhere? No, we've got that. So if we've got enough berries, which we haven't. Oh, that's pretty annoying. We've got enough of both, so we can use a fresh start mochi. Okay, so that's fine. Fresh start with you. Right, and modest is what we want to make sure we are. Yep. And then we'll go with don't judge. I'm just doing this to be very quick with this. Yes, I'm wasting vitamins, but it's fine for this example. And then we'll go with the remaining in HP, which is going to be 6, and then we need a shell bell. Okay, I'm excited to use the Mew. I think the Mew is going to be fun to use. Let's see how this works out. But the Vaporeon is a solid option for sure. The Vaporeon's great. Let's see what the Mew's like. Vaporeon, Terra type, Terra Fire Vaporeon was what we used the first time around. Okay, let's see where it is now. Right there, next to the grass with a shrine. What is the Vaporeon build? I'll pull it up in a minute when we get to the raid. Before I go in with the Mew. It will grass, not you, but I think the way it is, I'll put a video up after this. It's easier to explain in a raid, but I think early on. So the Vaporeon build, make sure you are hyper trained. All your IVs are set to 31, level 100. Terra type is fire. Shell Bell is the held item. Sunny Day, Calm Mind, Haze, Weather Ball. Water Absorber is the ability, and then your EV spread is going to be 252 in special defense, 252 in special attack. Remainder 6 EVs in HP and a modest nature. So that is your Vaporeon build there. We're going with the Mew now, which is going to be level 100. Hyper trained, of course. Shell Bell held item. Terra type fighting. Acid Spray, Nasty Plot, Skill Swap, Aura Sphere. EV spread is that. Synchronizes the ability. So we're good. This is what we're going to go in with and test the Mew now. Let's see what the Mew's like against this Empoleon. Kind of excited to see how this goes. Just got in any good solo strats. We've got one, which is Vaporeon. We're trying out another one, which is Mew, which I think between these two, you're kind of fine because everyone's got access to Vaporeon in the games. Like, and it's not going to lose. I think the only thing, my Vaporeon keeps getting wiped from the grass knots. I think keep an eye. I think there's a few things. Like if you're coming into the raid, you need to keep an eye on the Empoleon's competitive ability. If that is getting procced, you're gonna have to use the Haze. Make sure you're keeping that in check. You don't want to be taking too much damage from those grass knots early on before you terrestrialize. So turn 1, we are skill swapping the Empoleon. We'll take that competitive ability off it, so it can't get procced anymore. Even though it just oh no, it hasn't. I don't think so. It looked like it was kind of proccing there, but it might have just been because we were stealing it. And I guess it doesn't matter if you kind of... Okay, it hasn't had any procs. So I don't think it matters if we get knocked out here, because we just want to be getting these acid sprays onto it to the point where we can terrestrialize, or maybe even just come back onto the field and nasty plot and then just nuke it. But of course, we've got to keep in mind that it is going to nullify our stats. So we'll be able to get another one off, and then we might be better off before we go down, just go for an Aura Sphere just to get some health back. And of course it will be better here because we've got the Belly Bolt. It is going to set up a light screen, so keep that in mind. If you've got Belly Bolt as a partnering Pokemon, that's going to be a huge game changer for you, because we'll take way less damage here. Watch. Like normally we'll probably be really close to hanging on here, but it's -4 special defense now. So we'll be able to heal up some damage. It's going to put us in a better position the next turn. Oof. Oof. There's not much health return. I was expecting a bit more than that. But I guess we can terrestrialize now. We probably... it's going to nullify, yeah. Okay. So we probably don't want to terrestrialize. I guess we're not nasty plotted either. I guess what we'll do is we'll acid spray. We'll get knocked out. We'll take the hit for 5 seconds. We'll come back in and then we'll calm mind up and then we'll nuke it. Which one is best to beat it? We'll find out soon. The Mew might be the better one. Might be quicker. Mew might be quicker because of the fact that we can nasty plot. And it's -6. We just need to wait for this Empoleon to like nullify stats on our side of the field. Because I don't want to start nasty plotting and then that to happen. So we could terrestrialize and we could just kind of wait until it's nullified our stats and abilities on our side of the field, which is kind of fine. Once it's done that, we're good to just nasty plot up 3 times and then we will be able to absolutely nuke it. Hariyama, unfortunately, no. It wasn't the play. Even thick fat, it's just not quite there, which is like just a shame for it. Okay, so it's nullified the stats. I think once that's happened, you're kind of good to just start getting these nasty plots set up now, because it's -6 special defense. So if we can see how much this does, not that much. Okay. Yeah, when it hasn't got that competitive to rely on, it's like, yeah, it's just not that big a deal, I don't think. Big sad. Hariyama Truther. Hariyama is the best. I mean, do we just risk it for 1 more? I think we probably take... okay. That's kind of annoying. The double stat nullification on us, which happens sometimes and other times it just doesn't seem to. We might be able to get all 3 up here. We might be able to get 3 nasty plots up. That's the ideal situation. Yeah, we can. Okay. I mean, we get a bit lucky in a way being able to get them up. We might have been able to. We would have gotten 2 set up, so it's kind of fine. I think you like the metronome would be great with the Mew, but you need the shell bell. This is gonna tank it. Ugh, not as much as what I was kind of expecting, but it's a good amount, right? I can't complain. Like, we break the shield, we put it in a position where we probably can do it in 2 shots now, so it is quicker. Negative effects from itself are gone. We're still +3. We could literally just go acid spray, and probably aura sphere, and close enough to picking it up. Probably don't need all 3, I don't think. Beginner is good if you have access to it. Yeah, a lot of people have said beginners are like a really good one. Use Skeledirge. It's a nice shout. How'd you get around the surfs though? Just sunny day? Yeah, Mew's probably the fastest we've used so far. So I think Mew's faster than Vaporeon, but both very good picks. We've had a bit of RNG luck here, but I think both are very, very solid into this. The Aura Sphere, this is going to knock it out. Done. Easy. Easy. He's great. Does someone want to trade with me and Miss Jackson, actually? Pikachu squad, the Skeletor is just dead when you use him against Empoleon. I feel like that might be a problem. The surf might be a bit of an issue. God, you all, I found it. Not gonna lie, I went on HTV and thought it was you, HTV. Do you mean Matt? Did you think Matt? Yeah, I was Matt. Okay, don't tell him that. He'd be like, I'm not that ugly. No, Matt is brilliant. I really like Matt. Matt's a great content creator. I don't know him personally. I've never met him, but I do. I've followed his content for years. But yeah, I don't know if you'd appreciate the accent either. He's got not got the Geordie accent. Zach, how come you don't win? How come you win against Empoleon and I don't? I don't know, Zach. Maybe I just got the strats right here and you don't. And you need to copy these strats and then use them in your game. So the 2 builds that we've got, I'll be putting a video up very shortly with a full way to go through the raids with these Pokemon. 2 I would recommend, gonna be the Mew and gonna be the Vaporeon. The Mew, Fighting Terra type, Shell Bell, level 100. The attacks, Acid Spray, Nasty Plot, Skill Swap, Aura Sphere. Synchronized ability, that kind of doesn't really matter. EV spread is going to be 252 special attack, 252 special defense, the remainder in HP, and that is going to be the Mew. So that is going to be a pretty quick way to run through it if you've got Mew in your game. There's a mystery gift event for Mew earlier this year in Scarlet and Violet, so you should have. If you missed it, don't have access to it at all, then you can use Vaporeon. Probably my favorite pick for this raid event. Vaporeon going to have the Fire Terra type. Gonna be obviously Water, Hyper Trained, Shell Bell held item, level 100. Moveset, Sunny Day, Calm Mind, his Weather Ball, Water Absorb the ability, and then EV spread again going to be 252 in special attack, 252 in special defense, and Modest Nature. With the remaining EVs, that's 6 in the HP stat, and that is going to be the 2 that I would recommend. But like I say, I will put up a video very soon with all of this breakdown, so it's there for you to digest over the weekend if you want to do these raids. But I'm going to wrap up now because it's like 2 a.m. here in the UK. I need to do the video and then I need to go to bed because we've got to finish off the Leaf Green Nuzlocke tomorrow. And I have an early start anyway, so I do need to get some sleep before we dive into that tomorrow at some point. Mew is better. Mew is faster for sure. I don't know if better because come on, like, okay, Mew's better. Mew's great, all right, yeah. But I want to say thank you to everyone that's come out to the stream tonight. It's been awesome hanging out. Sorry as always if I can't keep up with chat as much when I'm trying to figure out things with the Tera Raids. I try and kind of lock in to work things out in my head and I get a bit chatty with myself, but I'm just voicing things out. It's not that I'm ignoring anyone, and I appreciate you all coming by the stream. It's amazing having you coming out. And well, what have we hit with likes and stuff like that? Let me see. Wow, 350 guys. You crushed it tonight. Thank you so much. If you're coming in, if you're dropping by and you haven't left a like, do drop a like, leave a comment even if you want. But thank you so much for coming by the stream tonight. It's been a lot of fun. And if you catch any of the streams next week when we'll be streaming tomorrow if you're around and you want to watch a Leaf Green Nuzlocke. We're very close to the end of that, but yeah, thank you again, friends. Have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves more importantly than anything, and I'll see you very soon. But appreciate the support, appreciate you coming to share your time with us on the stream. Take care of yourselves, friends. Until next time, bye bye.